Happy New Year, everyone. We are going live in the year of 2024 as we talk about the best and our favorites from the year of 2023. Join us in this show.
Welcome back to the first episode of the Councilmen in 2024.
Woo!
Whee! This
Whoa!
will be our 242nd episode. Yes, I almost said 40th second.
40th
40.
But yeah,
Indeed.
today we have the three of us: Albert, Ariq, and Kelvin. Teguh,
Oh,
probably asleep somewhere.
Most likely, we have a bet going on of what he's doing right now because he's not answering his phones.
And we called him 3 times.
Mhm.
indeed.
So,
Yeah. So yeah, Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy
Well,
New
I
Year.
mean, like it's kind of 2 weeks late, I guess, to say that.
It's fine.
Indeed.
If you haven't seen someone yet, I feel like the etiquette is like to still be allowed to say Happy New Year to them, right?
So if I
No.
haven't seen somebody until like July of this year,
Okay, no, that doesn't count. If it's still January, it's still fine. Like literally,
okay.
like say I haven't met any of my colleagues until like this past week. So like when I met them in the office the other day, I was like, hey, Happy New Year. So like even though it's like the 10th or the 9th, I'm like, it's fine.
All right, sure. You know what? Sure. Yeah. All right.
Fair enough.
So what are we getting into today, Albert?
Yeah, so today we are going to talk about our top 10 favorite films of 2023. We're going to have a ranking, all three of us. We have our individual lists. We don't know about each other's lists. We're going to talk about that. And then we're also going to sprinkle in like our favorite scenes, our favorite performances of the year, additional stuff like that. Calvin wants us to talk about the worst of the year as well. So we'll talk about that as well. And at the very end of the show, if you're familiar with the Councilmen, every year we do a movie draft where we draft our most anticipated movies, and then at the end of the each year or at the beginning of the next year, we do the system where we calculate the ratings that the film has earned through various platforms, including Letterboxd, Rotten Tomatoes, and IMDb. Also include box office numbers and basically do a calculated to see who creates the best draft of films from the beginning of the year last year. So we did that. We've been following throughout the year, and then we'll reveal the winner at the end of the show. So yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much. We are not doing weeklies today because
No.
what's gonna top 10 is gonna take a while.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
But yeah,
yeah, pretty much that.
how have you guys been? How has it been since the New Year's? I know we met the audience probably. I don't know if we filled them
I
in,
have.
but
I was gonna post a picture, but I kind of forgot. I'm gonna
oh yeah,
post it like after the stream tomorrow, probably. Yeah.
'cause
Finally, the Councilman, 4 out of 4, finally together in the same place.
since
Yeah.
2017,
Since
Physically in the same
2017,
place.
right?
it's
It
been
literally is. It's insane.
yeah. It's
Uh,
insane. We
That's what
haven't
we
met
all
four
met
out
is
of
our
four for that
logo.
long. Yeah. Our logo, we should just like cut one people out every time because it's always
Yeah.
3 out of 4 whenever we meet. So yeah, monumental moment, monumental way to start 2024. Surprise, the world didn't end with that
World
meeting up.
didn't end. Oh goodness. I know chaos. We went to a shopping mall and we were stopped every other minute because everyone recognized us. So it
Oh
was
yeah,
we gotta deal with the fame.
definitely that's what happened. Yeah.
Mhm. someone stole Teguh's credit card, I think. So yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
Uh,
And Tago's like, you know what? Take it.
literally, we only had one day to meet up because Teguh was flying the next day. I am leaving Indonesia to go back to the States a couple of days after that. So we literally
Yeah,
had that one day, and we're like, you know what, let's make it work, see what happens, and then there you go, it
yeah.
happens.
There's no way we're not gonna make that work. It's a rare opportunity.
It's like seeing it's like when Ariq saw the Loch Ness monster when he was 3 years old in Scotland. It's like once in a lifetime
Yeah,
opportunity.
yeah, yeah. I didn't see it, by the way. So
Oh, you didn't see it. So, so we're not as rare as a Loch Ness monster, but rare
no,
enough.
almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah, otherwise, how has your individual New Year's been? Because I haven't really talked to you much after the New Year's.
I was on my bed playing with my phone, and then like 11:30, and I'm in like midnight strikes. I'm like, oh, okay. Then I copy paste Happy New Year to everyone of the chat that I talk to.
Okay.
That's my New
No wonder Kelvin
When
was
you
so
get a
fast
Happy
to
New Year from me,
respond.
it's not genuine. It's just a copy paste.
Yeah, no, I can tell. There was no emojis. There
Damn.
was no exclamation marks. There was no passion or energy behind it.
It's a formality, man.
Yeah.
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 How about you
Yeah.
guys?
Alright, you wanna go?
I played billiard with my dad in the same bar that we went to. I got
Wholesome moment.
absolutely, yeah, I got absolutely destroyed, like 4-0, I think, or is it 4-1? It was 4-1. Yeah, he won 4 times.
Gotcha. Yeah, my New Year's was fine. Nothing special. I just stayed at home pretty much. My dog got scared of the fireworks, so nothing
Of
special in
course.
the New Year's. Although I wanna tell you guys this because I haven't told you guys yet because I want to save it for the show. So as you all know, I'm back. I'm back in the U.S. Flight was 20 hours long. I lay over in Seoul, which I've never done. Seoul, Korea. So that was a cool experience in the flight, the airplane. It's a double decker plane. I've only done this. I've
Oh,
only had a double
that's
decker
cool.
plane once before. I don't remember where, but the plane, the Korean, I use Korean Air. It's a double decker. So I was like, oh, this is cool. There's 2 floors. But anyway, I'm back in the States. First full day, first day back, very jet lagged. I basically like I plan to take a nap because I arrive in the morning. I plan to take a nap around 3 p.m. to take like a 1 hour, 2 hour nap. I slept all the way till 10. So I was like, oh shit. Well, now my sleep cycle is gonna be messed up a little bit already. And then the following day, the first full day, I was like, okay, let's go out to grab some food or whatnot. So I decided to drive my car for the first time. Why's my camera blurry?
Yeah,
Um,
I was gonna say that.
yeah, let me. I don't know what to do.
Censor Albert.
Anyway, I'm trying to drive my car for the first time. Once we back here, right? And literally, guess what happened? I got into a car accident.
Mm.
Albert.
Yeah.
Forgot how to drive
So
already.
no, I remember how to drive. It's technically I'm at fault, but so this is what happened. I was going through literally outside of my apartment. I was in an intersection. I was gonna turn left, right? And remember American streets, you drive basically on the right side of the road, right? So I
Yeah.
was gonna turn left, so I get a cross basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I see both sides pretty much clear. No car coming from the right side. From the left side, there's only one car. The car is slowing down, have their right turn signal on. So I was under the assumption that they're gonna go into my road, right? Because they had the right turn signal on, and they were clearly slowing down. So I'm like, okay, there is no one on the right. I'm just gonna hit the gas and just gonna cross right now. Turns out they never turned right and they kept going forward. I think they turned right for a bit and they changed their mind. So it went like their car went like this and I went like that, and then our cars collided. So
Oof.
that was the real car accident that I ever got into. I'm fine. I'm safe, like physically, like I'm okay. But the car's like kind of, I don't want to say a wreck, but it's definitely not in good shape. So I had to put it on the shop, and I already did put it on the shop. And after I put it on the shop, I basically got the rentals right and whatnot. And literally mere seconds after I got my car rentals, I drive my car out for a little bit, and then this happened to this happened to basically to the car that I rent.
What is that? A flat
What?
tire?
Literally, like not even like minute, 2 minutes, maybe 1 minute after I leave the place, I hear like a, when a flat tire
Yeah, yeah,
noise
yeah.
like brrr, I'm like, okay,
What?
I've
What
never
kind
had
of
a flat
shady
tire.
place
I've
to
never had a
work?
flat tire before, but I'm pretty sure that was a flat tire sound like. But I cannot stop, so I was like, okay, I gotta find the best parking spot that I can find the closest available. And I check, and that tire is totally like gone. It's like totally flat. So I'm like, well, my luck just doesn't stop, does it? The car accident and then this. And so I called the car rental place. And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is when I picked up the car because I barely just left for like a minute. Um, so yeah, what's gonna happen? And so I waited for like 15 minutes. They brought me another car, and basically they swap it out, but they don't have an SUV, so they gave me a minivan. So I have a minivan right now.
Oh, you got the creep car.
So I'm gonna try to swap it. I'm gonna try to call them again later today, try to swap it if I can get the SUV because the car's big. It's hard to find parking
Yeah.
space around here. So yeah, but yeah, that's my New Year so far. It's been going. It's
Yay!
been testing me. So yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to wait till the show to hear your reactions to the story. I want to see it. You guys say so, yeah. 'Cause I haven't told you guys, so like you're probably like, what
Feels
the
bad
fuck?
for Albert. Yeah, but a
I'm
series
so
of
glad you were
unfortunate
driving here.
events. Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. So yeah,
Well,
that's how New Year's, I guess. So
mhm.
now let's get into it, I guess.
Sure.
Get into the top
Albert
10
crashed
show.
his car. Let's get into it.
Don't get in the car. You know,
Get in the car.
it's crashed.
Yeah.
But yeah. Alright.
Okay.
So how do we do this?
We'll just go around.
Yeah, sure. I guess start from the. No, by the way, we are doing the whole punting system, right?
Sure. Yeah, let's do the punting
Okay.
system.
Yeah,
If it's not on the
can
top
you-
5 or 3 this time. You
Top
got
5
confused last time.
Top 5 and 3, both
Yeah.
like you know,
Okay.
Two separate different punt classification
yeah.
categories, I guess.
super punt
Okay.
and just normal punt.
Super point one. I thought we're calling it Teguh because he's not here.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you can come out of from your shadows now, man.
What do you mean? This is where I belong. This is me, guys.
The live chat's asking,
Yeah.
whose feet am I seeing in Ariq's screen? Those toes.
That is. Well, you just be
Yeah.
mine.
All right. So yeah, let's get into the top 10. Starting for number 10, we're doing the punting, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. All right.
Go on.
Let's start with the toe man, Ariq, I guess.
Who have the longest
Yes.
toenail?
Hello. I have duplicated. All
right.
Wait. Let me find my list. Hang on. I put it somewhere.
What? All right. So by the way, this top 10 is, personal top 10. We are not. It's very much biased, I guess. Yeah. Just a disclaimer. Yeah,
It's
alright.
more subjective. Yeah.
Ariq. Your turn. Your number
Uh,
10 of 2023.
Alright, at number 10, I should mention I haven't watched a lot of films apparently of this year, but
How many?
I mean,
Wait,
last
how many
year.
How many films have you seen?
Yeah,
in 2023?
I was gonna ask.
Honestly, I think definitely less than 15.
Less than
Ooh.
15?
Less than
Really?
So
I
Ariq
think
literally
it's
make the top
13.
10 and then 5 top worst.
But
No, 5 top worst cannot because I haven't watched 15 films, Kel.
Okay,
I've only watched
three top-
3. I
top
think
3
I think
worst.
only was 3
Yeah.
or 4. Yeah,
wow, that's very little.
All right.
it is.
How about you,
yeah.
Albert? I know you watch a lot once you came back. I think.
Well, not 2023 films because there are a lot
Yeah.
in theaters, but I just don't have time for it. Plus, with the A list, with how it works, is right 3 films a week. So I don't want to pay if I don't have to pay. So like I can only watch at a max of 3 films, and I don't even have time to watch 3 films
Yeah.
a week. But I have 62 movies that I
62.
watch. Yeah,
Man,
of
I
the
have
year.
no life, don't I?
How many do you have?
Well, want to take a guess?
80?
98.
98? Jeez.
98 films of
98.
this year. I didn't even know there's that
2023.
many.
2023 releases.
98. Yeah, Yeah, 2023 releases.
That's insane.
I didn't even know there was that many films out this year.
There
That's
definitely isn't
insane.
many films, but
I
that's
didn't
insane.
know. That's
Like I
insane.
guess all you do is watch new releases mainly, because like I watch older stuff, but
I
you
mean,
mainly
I
watch
watch
new releases.
in a sense, I guess, you know. Maybe there's some good
Kelvin,
ones.
Kelvin hears a film was released with the release year that started with 19. Kelvin's like, nah, that shit old.
Film
I
19,
watched the whole Indiana Jones, man.
That's the only reason to watch Dial of Destiny. That was Indiana Jones and
Yeah.
Scream. Um,
Alright, yeah. That's true. Mission Impossible too. Alright.
that's true.
Alright, let's actually get into it now. 15 minutes in. Now we got into it. Alright, go ahead.
Yes.
Top
Oh
10.
yeah.
Number 10.
So for number 10, very
Oh my god, what the
no
hell?
my camera.
Scream, man.
You just
Sorry.
I just got disconnected.
And my
Yeah, you're back,
Bluetooth
you're back.
doesn't work.
You're
But
number 10.
anyway, yeah.
You're back.
Number 10 is I put the creator. I
The
forgot what the guy's
creator.
name is. Yeah. I was actually
Alright.
thinking about putting that or Super Mario film, but I just thought I like creator a bit more, so I just put that in there.
Okay.
Why do I like it? I don't know. I guess the world's cool, the design.
That's true.
Yeah, that's pretty much mostly it. Everything else is just like pretty, okay. It's pretty decent film overall, not bad. And yeah, and like I said, I haven't watched a lot of films, like a lot of good films, so
Mm.
it has to start somewhere.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that I think the creator is a good film. I really do liked it when I watched it. Like you said, the world building is definitely the strongest point, but like it's not just the world building because the characters are actually good, and I'm like invested
Hmm.
in like the main character
Yeah.
and like the kid. Because for those unfamiliar, this is basically like a futuristic sci-fi world where it takes place on Earth. It's a sci-fi
Mm.
world where basically cyborgs and human lives together. Android or cyborgs, basically android,
Yeah,
cyborgs, all
cyborg.
of it. They
Androids,
basically
androids,
live.
yeah.
They basically all live together. Um, but yeah, it's basically that. And then like I thought the characters were good because like if the characters isn't good and not investable, then that's a
Investable.
word. That's a word, right?
Invest,
Probably.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
I feel like it is. In a sense,
Sounds like it.
then it will just be like bland. It will be. I'm guessing that's what Rebel Moon is like because the Rebel Moon
Oh,
score
I
is bad. I
watched
haven't
Rebel
seen it.
Moon, man.
Is it bad?
Oh,
Okay.
it's bad.
But
It's
I'm
like you're
guessing
watching an audiobook.
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean, but okay.
You can close your eyes and you know what the hell is going on. It's
Oh, okay.
the amount of exposition that movie. But yeah, the creator,
Oh,
it's
okay.
good, man.
Hmm.
Yeah, like Albert said, the characters they're fine. I like it. It's
The
like a
two main
space camp
characters I
type of
like a
feel.
lot. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like who's the guy named Joshua? The main character's
Yeah,
name? Yeah,
John
Yeah,
David
yeah.
played by John
Washington's
David
character.
Washington. Yeah, he's playing a dad basically.
I mean, technically,
And
his
that's
film is
fun to
just like,
watch.
yeah, it's like Logan, but like future, like cyberpunk.
That's a good comparison.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
It is
And also,
basically,
I
He's
it's
just
like
not as good as
he's like
Logan, but
he's
yeah.
like a reluctant kind of like it's
reluctant
also
father figure.
it's also I was gonna bring this
Yeah.
up. It's like The Last of Us kind of thing as well. Like he's
So
a
basically,
reluctant
all the
father
dad
Yeah.
figure.
stuff.
Yeah.
Basically, we're just
Dead and kid,
classifying them
yeah.
all into one genre. It's The Last of Us,
Yeah.
Logan-esque, basically.
The
Yeah,
dad
yeah.
genre.
We'll
The
call it the
reluctant dad
yeah,
genre.
that genre Logan-like film. Yeah. So.
Also, I'm surprised that Alfie, the kid, it was played by a girl. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I did
Yeah,
know that.
yeah. Here,
I
Alfie is
always
played by
assume.
Madeline Yuna Voiles. I don't know how to say the last
I
name.
don't know. I always assume Alfie is a girl. I mean, technically it's
Really?
gender neutral, but because it's an
Yeah, I
AI.
guess
But
so.
yeah, but
But
I
yeah,
always assume
I
it's a
thought it was a
girl.
boy at first. Where does the creator rank for you, Bert?
Um,
Mine is at 27th.
mine is that I should move this
Of,
up. I
of
feel like
98, yeah, that's pretty high, I guess.
Yeah,
I
right,
need
right.
to
Yeah.
reshuffle some of my films in the 30th and 40th range, but it's like currently it's in 45. But I'm looking at my list. I'm like I would put this higher than some of the ones that I put above it right now.
Okay.
I need to reshuffle that area, but it's like in right now it's 45, so that's like around 30 to 40 area.
Yeah, that's neat. That's neat. All right. So yeah, that's Ariq's number 10. The creator. All right. I guess I'll move on to me.
Mhm.
My number 10. I'm gonna put in the. I'm gonna put in TMNT, Mutant Mayhem.
Oh, it's only
Mm.
Yeah.
number 10. Whoa.
I mean,
I thought it would be higher.
TMNT. I mean, I would have. It's kind of in. I mean, it's a good movie. If I'm not biased, I'm very biased with this. If I'm not, it's still gonna be in the top 15, I think. But with after consideration, and I'm gonna put at 10. Why not? There are other movies that's better. So yeah, that's
Mhm.
Ethan Mayhem, number 10 for me.
And what's the reasoning?
I mean, it's TMNT. I really like TMNT. It's a genuinely good movie. The art style is amazing, and it's like the soundtrack is great. And then what else was there? I really like how they portray the turtles because they are actually they feel like they're actually brothers from this modern age where they talk with so much slang.
Yeah, yeah, and they just don't say yeet though. I was hoping they throw one of the other turtles and like, all right, yeet, just throw the other
Yeah,
yeet.
they did say drip.
They did say drip. Did they say Riz? Did they? I'm pretty sure they
They say
did.
it's they say Riz. They say
They
drip.
say
Okay,
Riz.
Yeah,
okay. They say that the Yeet is way too
I
old
feel
for
like
them.
Yeet is a bit older.
Is
It's
it?
too. It is,
Is it in a
Brett. It's more.
different? Is it already in a different
Nah,
I think it's
generation of
already in a
slang
it's
different
words?
more.
era. Yeah,
Yeah, it's already like Gen X millennial kind of deal, not Zoomer.
yeah.
Mm.
This
Yeah,
modern days, like, yeah, you got that Riz, the
yeah.
drip,
Got W Riz.
W Riz, yes,
Oh
things like
God,
that.
for real. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
damn, you so mid.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Yeet
yeah.
is a thing of the past. I
Okay,
should mention
okay.
I haven't watched this film. See, that's why it didn't appear anywhere and
It's
all that.
fine. It's really
I would
good.
assume it's good. I would assume it's good.
Yeah. Thoughts, Albert?
I like this film. I do like it a lot. It's not my favorite animated film of the year. There is a lot of strong
Yeah.
animation of the year, but I do like this film. I like what you said. The voice cast is very good. Um, and then yeah, basically the story is engaging. I think it's just a fun film, really. I think it's just a fun, well
Yeah.
animated, fun film with a very good voice cast. And it makes you care about the Ninja Turtles. And I am actually interested to see more Ninja Turtle stuff because I don't really have a good exposure to any of them outside of the video games. So I'm curious
Good.
to see
Good.
more. But yeah, it's good. I hope they do more sequels in this like style in this world they do. I don't know if they will, but I hope they do.
I really like their animation style for this. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Mhm.
That's M- Mutant Mayhem. Yeah. I hope for more Turtles movie in the future. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's my number 10. Now Albert's. What's
All right.
yours?
My number 10, I'll say this. The abbreviation for my number 10 is
That's a long one, isn't it?
AYTG question mark I am comma
Mhm.
M. It's Are You There, God? It's me, Margaret. Uh, um, so
Yeah.
that's my number 10. Um, I love this.
Okay.
I love this film. It's a good coming of age film. Stars Abby Ryder Forston, who you might know from the Ant-Man films. She used to play Cassie Lang before she got recasted, and before the new actor got recasted again to Catherine Newton. But yeah, Abby Ryder Forston in a coming-of-age film directed by Kelly Fremont Craig, who directed Edge of 17, and I love Edge of 17. So I was very excited for this one, and it didn't disappoint. It's a very good coming of age film starring Rachel McAdams as well, Kathy Bates, Penny Safdie, and just this following this girl who's just going at, I think she's like 11, 12 years old, so going through adolescence, very early years of like teenager, not even teenager technically with 11 and 12, but like that age, and like just trying to see what making friends is like in a new place because she moved, and like dealing with like her at a very young age, dealing with like her religious fates of like, is she Jewish, is she Christian, kind of thing. So yeah, I thought it's very well done, very entertaining, very funny as well. Yeah, it's Ari There God It's Me Margaret, very well done. It's my number 10.
Yeah. This also in my top 10. Should you just say where it is?
Oh sure, I thought you're gonna, I guess I wasn't sure
It's
if you're
not
gonna
done.
punt this
Yeah.
now. Okay.
It's my number 9. It's the next
Okay.
one.
So it
Yeah.
basically
It's
just
my
moves on. Yeah.
it's the next one, yeah. It's
Yeah.
my number 9. Are There Guards Me Margaret's my number 9. I mean, like Albert said, it's just a very charming, wholesome movie. And the topic at hand with the religious really no, not knowing the religion and stuff, that's
Yeah, yeah.
pretty new to me. I haven't really seen much movie where that's the topic, especially in coming of age stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty neat. And yeah, just the I mean, yeah, the performance is great. The grandma is fun. The relationship, I
Yeah,
guess,
Katie
with
Bates.
with
Yeah.
the yeah, with the kid. Everything is just pretty very wholesome for this movie. Really enjoyed it. And I mean, yeah, that scene, man. We must increase our bus.
That is funny scene. That is a very funny scene.
That's my favorite scene. Oh, in that movie. Yeah. Have you seen it, Rick?
No, I have not seen this film either.
Oof.
No. Well, I like
L
it. I
One,
don't
L
even
Eric.
know. It
That's an L.
doesn't even sound like a type of film I'd watch though.
I
No, it
that's
mean,
definitely
fair.
isn't.
yeah,
That's
sure.
that's fair. But yeah, one of my favorite things that I heard about this because I saw like an interview and stuff. The director Kelly Fremont Craig, basically she brought her son, who I think is around the same age as the main character, around 11 years old, brought her son to the film, and then the son, like halfway through the film, I'm guessing through the what that scene where Calvin was referencing just now, we must increase our bus. The son just looks up to the mom and is like, "Mom, did you just make a whole movie about boobs?" It's like so wholesome and so funny. Just imagine your kid just asking that. And so like the son really loved the film. So like yeah, it's really cute. So yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right, there you go. That's Albert's number 10 and my number 9. Yeah, our dear Garrett, it's me, Margaret. Now, moving on to Ariq's number 9.
Number 9. We watched this film together without the
Is
girl.
it The Boy?
Yes.
Oh, it's
It is the boy
Brahms,
and the
it's
heron.
Brahms the boy. Oh,
Brahms
Brahms
the
Brahms
the
The
Heron.
Boy 2023 movie? Damn.
And the Boy and the
I mean,
Heron
got
is a
the.
sequel to the Brahms the Boy. Oh,
But yeah, it is the boy and the heron. But yeah, put that as my number 9. I know we got mostly confused. You guys definitely got mostly confused in the theaters when we were watching it, especially after. But I still like the film, just like overall. I still the fact that I can understand the main plot line of it is good enough for me. I know there's like a bit of plot holes here and there that we like to question. We're just like, what the hell is this all about? Well, like overall, I think the film is just like quite nice. We all agree that the animation style is amazing and all that, right? So
It's Hayao
that's something.
Miyazaki, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
We know this. I know we know the story is a bit overwhelming, is a bit confusing, but I don't know. Like overall, I just genuinely enjoyed the experience. So, yeah,
Mm. Yeah,
this
yeah,
is all I can really say about it. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm actually more curious on where this film ends up with you guys, because like I know you guys said like it's so confusing and weird, but
for
I
for a
can't
bit
I
of
can't. Yeah, we'll go on.
for a bit of context, this is my like I said, this is my very first Ghibli movie,
Mm,
right? And it's just the plot. I mean, I understand again like the overall plot, I guess, but it's like yeah, it's pretty in a sense kind of very surreal stuff like that. I don't know. Like I feel like the movie is just kind of slow, the pacing and such. Um, and my 98 from 98 movie, this is my 39th.
Even lower than
Yeah,
Creed.
yeah,
it's my 33.
yeah. Out of was it 60 something, right?
嗯
62,
No,
yes.
62. Yeah, so the middling.
But like I still like the film. The animation's beautiful. The
Yeah.
voice cast. We watched a Japanese dub. I'm curious to hear the English dub again because of Florence Pugh and Robert Pattinson and I think Mark Hamill and Willem Dafoe. Like the cast is insane. And so I'm curious to see the English dub. But like I still like the story. Yes, it was a little bit confusing, but that's what I kind of expect based on the trailer. With the story, it's just like a thinker kind of thing, but it's still like a very interesting arc about like the son and like the relationship with his mom and whatnot.
Yeah.
And how the Herons involved. But yeah, it's still a pretty good film, I would say. Not my favorite,
Alright.
but it's a pretty good film.
It's all right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. The Boy and the Heron. Anything else you want to say about it, Eric?
Nope, that's it. The Boy and Heron, pretty good film. Very confusing.
All right. Nice. Nice. So yeah, that's. Let's just finish off the number 9 first, I guess. So let's go to
Yeah.
Albert. What's your number 9?
My number 9 might be a punt. I don't know. It is Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Punt is like 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top 5.
Yes, a Teguh.
I guess it is a punt.
Just to
It's a
go
Teguh.
again.
With Teguh.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
a Teguh, I mean. Yeah.
All right. So that's my 9.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible. All right. Okay. So now we are moving to number 8.
You, Kelvin, number 8.
Yeah, my number 8. I don't think it's in any of your lists for sure. It's Evil Dead Rise.
Oh, right.
It nearly makes my top 10. It's my 15. Right?
Really?
Wait, I
Oh,
forgot I
wow.
watched that film.
Oh, you're gonna change your list on the
Put
spot.
it in right now,
No,
Albert.
it cannot. Doesn't count though. I only watched like 2/3 of the
Part.
film.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right,
that
you
doesn't
did.
count. That
That's
doesn't
right.
Yeah, I
forgot
missed
that
the
you
first
mentioned-
like
I
third.
remember you
Yeah,
mentioned that. Yeah.
yeah.
Evil Dead Rise. That's my number 8. Yeah. Again, love the Evil Dead franchise. I think this is a really good comeback for the Evil Dead. You know, for the Evil Dead to come back, I guess.
For the Evil Dead to come.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing is that they're back to the horror roots, right? The acting is great, especially the mom that turns into the Deadites thing. What's her name? Alicia Sutherland. Yeah, the one that plays Ellie. She's great in there, especially with that creepy smile that she does. You can see it in the poster and everything. Yeah, and then yeah, it got all the Evil Dead charm, all the gore, all the chainsaw action. You know, yeah, pretty much that. I guess I just really liked it.
Yeah. No, I. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Yeah, we weren't finished.
Oh, I was gonna say just what's the name? Also the callback to some of the previous movie with all the chains. I mean, you got the signature chainsaw, the amalgamation of all the Deadites thing. It's all
Mhm.
really cool. Yeah.
Fair. Yeah, it's a very good horror movie. It's one of my favorite. It is my favorite horror movie of the year, but I haven't seen Talk to Me still yet, which I know
That's pretty
everyone
good.
says like it's really good. But technically, it's my favorite horror film of the year. It's very good. It's very well done. It's very creepy. It's very disturbing. If you don't like gore, I don't recommend this because there is a lot
Yeah.
of like disgusting scenes in terms of just like if you know Evil Dead, I guess if you're not good with squeamish horror stuff, I don't recommend this because I think it will make you sick.
Didn't you gag at one point when one of the I think the
There is a
eyeball
scene.
movement?
There is a scene
Yeah.
that involves an eyeball that makes me literally almost. I don't say throw up, but I feel like I was
You
gonna
gagged.
throw up. I was gonna be like, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's disgusting. It's not for the faint of heart. But yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it's just fun, you know. Very creative with the gore stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. That's my Avik, from the 2/3 you see of Evil Dead Rise,
I
would
mean,
have it would have been in the top 10, you think?
to be honest, probably not, because sorry.
Ooh. Boo.
Because like what is it? Technically, like the first third, I guess I'm just missing like the context of like how the haunting, like how all this thing starts and all that. But I did
Yeah.
watch like the fun parts where all the killing happens. Then I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually like fun to watch that stuff, even though I don't understand any of the reference apart from the chainsaw thing in the end.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, but no, it was like overall it is just a fun film. But I don't think I'd put that anywhere. So it's like a top 10 kind of deal. You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah.
It's a fun
Understandable.
film. Yeah, good fun film.
Fair.
All right. Yeah. So that's my number 8. Evil Dead Rise. Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
So now we move on to Arik.
Alex 8.
Yes. Number 8. Well, now it doesn't count as a recency bias anymore because it's been some time.
Okay.
It's the last film I watched in 2023. It is Nimona.
Nimona.
Nice.
Number 8.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nimona is
Nice.
really good animated
Yes.
from this year.
Yeah,
Yeah. Go on,
I
Rick.
put that. Yeah, but I put that above Boy and Heron because one, at least the story is very coherent. I don't have to be like,
Mhm.
what the hell is going on? No, it's
We don't have to
straightforward.
think, man.
Yeah, don't have to
We just
think.
have to
It's a straight,
feel.
straightforward story. The two characters are really fun to watch, especially Nimona is definitely the funnest one of the two. The world building is incredible. I did not expect a futuristic medieval setting. I don't even know what you'd call that.
Yeah, futuristic medieval.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Futuristic medieval, cyber medieval. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's like a very creative but like very cool original take. And I just like and also like the animation style and everything. I wouldn't say it's as good as Boy the Heron animation style, but it is different than like a lot of other things we've seen. So put that into creativity points. So yeah, like overall, really fun film, and I quite like it. Yeah, I just quite like it overall.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's in my top 15. It's my 14th.
It's my
Yeah.
13th.
Is it? Yeah,
Very
yeah,
close.
yeah.
Valid.
I watched this like literally the day after it came out, because I saw the one that voiced Nimona is Chloe Grace Moretz. I'm like, oh, I haven't
Mhm.
seen her for a while, so let's watch that. Yeah, surprised by how fun it is. Yeah.
I love the film. It hurts me that I couldn't put it in the top 10, but I love the film a lot. It's my second favorite animated film of the year. The voice cast is good. The story is really good because it's kind of like a story of like misunderstanding and stuff like that. And then the ending made me really emotional. I teared up at the very end because of
Mm.
it's. I thought it was really sweet and really well done. Yeah, I really like that you mentioned, Arik. I'm gonna call it medieval futurism of like the future world and everything like that. So
Future world, but it revolves with like knights and
yeah,
Templars, whatever.
Cyval. Cyber medieval.
I'm basically
Cyval.
I'm basically calling it
Cyval.
medieval futurism because of like the Wakanda. They call it Afrofuturism because of the African
Yeah.
futurism. I'm doing
Oh.
medieval futurism. So yeah,
Mm.
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah, I really like the world thing. The setting.
It's so unique.
It's
so
unique. It's unique.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's Nimona
Mhm.
as Avic's number. Was it 8? Yeah.
8. Yeah.
So now we move on to Albert's number 8.
My number 8 is Celine Song's film Past Lives.
Ooh, past lives. That's
Not on
fun.
anyone's list.
It's
I haven't
that's
watched-
not.
yeah, I haven't
It's
watched
my
it, obviously.
15th. It's my 15th.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, go on,
Yeah.
Gert.
Past Lives. Is this an A24 film? I don't know if it is. It is, I think.
It is.
Right?
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, A24. So I don't know if
Don't
this
know.
counts as an American film or Korean film, but either way, it's the main language is Korean. Um, and yeah, it's basically about these two friends, Nora and Haesung, who used to be they were friends when they were like in what kindergarten, like low elementary, very very young age. They were
Mhm.
best friends. They were kind of like they like each other, kind of thing. At a very young age, and then Nora, played by Greta Lee, moves to America at a very young age. So basically, they're kind of like separated at a very young age, and then years later, when they're both adults, they're in college or they're working, they kind of like they wonder, Huh, I wonder how they are doing. So they reconnect, and then they met up in New York for like a day or two to just reconnect, basically talking about their past life, or what they used to, what they were like, and they wonder of like, because they have their separate lives at this point, and they basically just wondering like,
What
I
if?
wonder what if in a past life are we together? Are we not?
Yeah.
It's
What did
just like
what did
it's
what did they call it? The in Yun, was it?
yes, I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
called they
yeah.
call it it's a Korean phrase. But yeah, it's a very beautiful film, very well done, a really incredible script, great performance by Greta Lee. I thought Taeyu did a great performance as well, and John Magaro, who plays Arthur, who plays Nora's husband, plays a very good performance as well as a guy who's just kind of like sad, a really sad guy. Um, but yeah, it's very well done, beautiful, and the ending got me really emotional. The final scene of the film was really beautiful. So yeah, Past Life is my number 8.
Yeah. All right. Understandable. I surprisingly enjoyed this movie as well. Again, this is not really my type of movie, but I heard it's good, so I give it a watch. And goddamn, it did get me emotional too, in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just sad, and I like the long wide shots of like New York. It's a neat.
Oh, New York is such a
Yeah.
character in this film as well.
Yeah. Really good. Yeah. All right. So that's your number 8.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Past lives. So now we move. Wait, wait, everyone have said they're 8, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, 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 okay. So now we go back to Ariq.
number
Is it
7.
me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's up to
Ariq.
you.
Yeah, Arik.
Yeah, Ariq, Ariq, Ariq.
Okay. Right,
So
number
Ariq's number
7.
7
I
is, what is
hope
it?
I don't know. I just hope it causes like a ruckus in the live chat. It's Barbie.
Okay.
Okay, no. It should have
Um,
been higher. You bigot.
It's
No,
my
really.
6th.
What's your
it's
six?
my
Okay.
it's also my sixth.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yes, Barbie.
Um,
Why did I really like that film so much? Hang on, let me think.
it's funny. It's a
it,
very funny
it,
movie.
it- it's fun.
It's just
It's extremely fun to watch. It is extremely fun to watch. Um, Again, nothing to. It was definitely a good relief after, at least after watching Oppenheimer. It's like, 'cause this movie is like very simple. Again, like a simple, straightforward, fun. I really like
bright.
Ken. Yeah, bright. Yeah, pink. I love the colored pastel design. It's not just pink. Okay, there's a lot of colors involved. It's just primarily pink. Pink.
Fair.
Mm, yeah, but yeah, so like the set design. Yeah, that's good. I resonate with Ken a lot. He's like literally me. Just like every time I see him, it's just a reflection of me. They're all
Which
me.
can?
All of
All of
them.
them? All of them.
I'm all Kens. Yeah, I'm all Kens.
You're just Ken.
I'm just
I'm
Ken. I
just
am
Rick.
Ken. And I'm enough. But yeah, so yeah, overall, just a really fun film. A really fun, enjoyable film where you can just relax and not think much about it.
Yeah.
Very good.
I mean, it's in my 6, just purely like 90% for the fun factor of it. I really, really
Mm.
enjoyed my time watching that. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's my sixth as well. I actually rewatched this recently, because I want to see, because I know I like the film, but I want to see if like I really liked it or did I like it just for the hype. So I rewatched it
Mm,
recently, and I definitely liked it more. On a second watch, it didn't really change where it was in terms of my placement. It still stays at number 6, but I do like that a lot, and I agree with your. I can see where you're going when you say it's a simple film. I don't know if that's necessarily the right like way to say it because of like the
It's not the right
commentary that
words.
yeah,
Here's what
because
I
of the
should. I want to
commentary.
mention. Yeah, look, Katie also said I wouldn't say it's simple. When I meant it's simple to understand, but it has a deeper meaning near the end of it. in the end
They're
of it. I think
layers. It's like an onion.
yeah, it's an onion. It's layers. Yeah. Yeah, onion's a simple vegetable, but you peel
Layers.
backwards. You see, yeah, you peel layers to it. Yeah,
But like,
that's what I
yeah, but like,
meant.
yeah, like the commentary that they do, because it's um it's not only is a box office hit, but also it's like a very good film, and and have like a good commentary on society and whatnot, and like America
Mhm.
Ferrera's like monologue, the long
Mhm.
spiel where it's just like women have to be this, but they cannot be do this, but then they need to be, they're expected to do this, but they can't do this. Like that whole thing was like, I remember watching it, I was like, that's a pretty accurate and that's pretty good. And then I know people praise it, and then when I was rewatching it, I was like, oh, that was delivered way better than I remembered it to be. But yeah, America Ferrera is good. Margot Robbie is really good in this role.
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling, I don't know. I don't want to say people are overlooking his performance because people are praising his performance, but again, put anyone else in that role. No, it's not gonna be nailed the way Ryan Gosling does it. Ryan Gosling just toes the line so perfectly of being just like this perfect Ken, where if it's done differently, it would just be like a bigot and like done very badly, or like
Mm.
just annoying or not lovable. But he's able to balance the lovability and yet the stupidity and yet the, I don't know, just the whole thing is just perfectly well done by Ryan Gosling. And not to mention the "I'm Just Ken" song, very well done as well. Um,
And don't forget Alan.
Oh, Alan,
Yeah.
of course.
Alan is good. The weird Barbie Kate McKinnon I thought was good, and like the whole supporting cast is like
Everyone
this,
is
like
good, man.
Everyone's
the whole
good.
supporting
Everyone's
cast
good.
is good. Will Ferrell is pretty funny in the role as well. All the
Yeah.
other Barbie, all the other Kens. Yeah, and like the production design, like Ariq said, a lot of pink, but like just the creation of the Barbie world, because it's very much
Mm.
lived in.
Mhm.
They show, if you see behind the scenes, it's very much created that they did that. It's very cool that they was able to do that. Good soundtrack. Soundtrack is very good. Outside of
Yeah.
obviously, Billie Eilish was like gonna win an Oscar again at a very young age after winning it for No Time to Die. She's probably gonna win it for What Am I Made for this one. And yeah, the comedy, good script, good performance, good art direction, good soundtrack, good direction. I don't think anyone else could direct this. Yeah, it's very well done. I really do love Barbie.
The way we are talking about this, it's like it should have been a top 5.
Yeah.
See, that's the
Yeah.
thing. I love all my other top 5.
Yeah, me
And
too.
I also really like this one a lot. So yeah.
Yeah. All right, yeah. So that's Barbie. Ariq's number 7th, and
Yours
Albert's
number
Albert's and
6.
Kelvin's number 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In an
Alright.
alternate world, Barbie would have been created starring Gal Gadot and Amy Schumer, which would have been like awful
That would have
because they were
tanked. Oh
attached
my
to it
God.
at one point in
Yeah.
time.
I heard Gal Gadot was
killed it.
attached. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard
Amy
Gal Gadot
Schumer
was
attached to
amazing.
it would have been bad. I feel like they
Yeah.
would have
Well,
made a
would
joke
she
out
be
of it.
playing the weird Barbie?
It
Oh.
would have been a completely different script, but she would have been the lead.
That will.
Yeah, it would have. I can already picture where the story is gonna go. Of like Amy Schumer is gonna be like, oh yeah, Barbie's not supposed to be like this. We can be like anything, kind of thing with her, like a whole brand of comedy. And I feel like it's not gonna work at all. It's not gonna be the
Dude.
thing that it was. It is. It's just gonna be a joke.
Barbie made 1 billion, right? Something like
It
that.
did. It did.
And
Yeah.
Amy
Box
Schumer,
office.
that one probably sell like 1
Two.
ticket.
Yeah.
And that's
mean,
Amy
but
Schumer
yeah,
herself buying the ticket.
It's only one ticket there.
All right, yeah. So that's Barbie. So now let's move on to the number 7 for Albert's.
Mm.
I know, mine first.
Yeah, you go first.
Yeah, I forgot. I think it'll be Punt by Albert. Air.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a punt.
Ah,
That's a
I
ticket.
haven't
that's
watched.
fun.
Haven't
Alright,
watched.
yeah. Nike, baby.
See what I
Yeah,
told you? I haven't watched Air. See, I haven't watched good films. I haven't watched Air.
You would.
But have you breathed
might
air?
you might like Air. I don't know how you feel about biopics in general, but if you like biopics,
I know people say it was comparable to Ford v Ferrari in a sense. I mean, they even
I
have
haven't watched
Matt
that.
Damon in it.
it's a dad
Yeah,
movie.
Yeah, it's a dad movie. So like, I'm pretty sure I would enjoy it. Like, maybe not as much as Ford v Ferrari, but I'm pretty sure I'll enjoy it to the next extent.
I
So,
mean,
yeah.
me and Albert likes basketball. I guess that's why
That's
we
one
enjoyed
of
it
it.
a lot.
Mm.
And you like cars more. That's why you like
Yeah,
Ford v
yeah,
Ferrari.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, yeah. It's just a different. Matt Damon
Well,
gets in a lot of businesses, does he?
you just need to watch Ferrari next then.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Ferrari did came out
The Adam
recently.
Driver
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh my god, his name is Adam Driver and he
Yeah, he drives a
plays in Ferrari.
You just put
Not
that
he-
together.
yeah, just put that together, yeah.
There's also a film called Patterson, which Adam Driver plays a bus driver. So
Yeah. Mm.
it's natural progression from bus driving to Ferrari,
Yeah.
Mhm,
From space edge lord to a bus driver. But yeah, Albert, you're number 7 then.
My number 7 is the newest addition to this list. It made
Oh.
the list last night because I decided to watch it. I wanted to watch Poor Things. Ran out of tickets. I should have bought the tickets way earlier.
Oof.
Poor Things probably would have made my top 10 if I'm guessing, but I don't know. But people just say it's good. But this is a different film that I watch. It's called The Iron Claw,
Ooh,
starring
that's
Zac
Zac Efron.
Efron, Jeremy Allen White, Harris Dickinson, Holt McCallany, Lily James, among many others. And what this story is it's based on a real story of the Von Eyrick brothers. They are a wrestling family, and they're basically one of the best wrestling family in the business back in the 1980s. Basically, it's based on the real story, and I know nothing about the Von Eyrick brothers. Um, I only saw the trailer and I only hear that people say like, "Oh, it's a pretty good film. It's gonna make you emotional. Zac Efron should be nominated." And after seeing the film, I would say, "Yeah, it's a pretty good film. Yeah, it made me emotional, and I would root for Zac Efron to get an Oscar nomination because I think his performance, just on an emotional standpoint and on a physical standpoint, is really freaking incredible. Because I'm pretty sure he did his own stunts. If they did stunt double, I couldn't tell. But his physicality, just his whole like everything, and his emotional arc is like really good. I've seen Zac Efron in Baywatch. He's ripped, right? He's the most ripped, the most best in shape. Him in this film, he is big as hell. Like literally, he is like huge, like muscular stature wise.
He
Um,
bulked up.
he bulked up like crazy. But how familiar are you guys with the story of the Von Eyrick brothers? Have you even
No,
heard?
never heard of them.
You,
This is the
are you guys
first time
No.
invested?
hearing it.
Are you guys invested in wrestling at all? I'm guessing not.
Professional wrestling, yeah, no.
Like, I'm not
WWE,
invested-
yes.
Oh, you are.
WWE,
Okay.
I like it. I like it. But yeah.
Yeah, but
Not
yeah, there's like a
wrestling.
whole because there's like a lot of like layers. Like there's WWE, there's NWA, whatever. Like 1980s. I'm not huge into wrestling at all. Like I know names, but I'm not huge to them.
Wait,
Um,
Albert, question. When you this whole time when you're saying wrestling, do you mean like WWE style or like wrestling from in the Olympics type of deal?
WWE
Which
style.
wrestling is this? Oh,
WWE style.
WWE star. Okay, I thought it's
Yeah.
the Olympic one.
You know Ric
Okay.
Flair.
Yeah, of course.
Ric Flair is someone portrays Ric Flair in the movie. Ric Flair is a real
Oh,
real character
okay.
in the film. Because again, there's like it's based on real life, and I know nothing about it. And all I'll say is that this film is devastating. The film is devastating. You follow the tragedy of the Von Eyrick brothers, of just like the relationship of the brothers, relationship with the family, the relationship with the wrestling. And the trailer gave me a sense of like I have a feeling of where the film was gonna go, and I was partially right, but I wasn't expecting some of the stuff to happen in the film and it literally kind of broke my heart at the end of it. The final 2 lines of the film broke my heart so much, and it broke me. It's very, it's a heavy film. Very good performance again by Zac Efron. Holt McCallany, who plays the father, very incredible job. I've seen him in the Guy Ritchie film, Wrath of Man, and I thought it was, and some other films as well. But I thought he was well done and perfectly casted for this. And like Jeremy Allen White was also really good. I know people are giving him praises for The Bear and Shameless. I've never seen those shows. So this is like really my first exposure to him, and I thought he was really good. Harris Dickinson, who is in Triangle of Sadness and The King's Man, I thought he was good in this one as well. So yeah, performance is really good, and just like well done script, well done performance. Really, the fact that this is a real story is like really heartbreaking. But yeah, it's just incredible. film throughout, and I wasn't the only one crying. I hear people left and right next to me; they were crying at by the end of it too. Yeah, it's really well done. I wouldn't expect this film to make my top 10 at the end of the year, but it did. And yeah, I totally adored this, the Iron Claw.
Okay, okay. Uh, I'll keep an eye out for this whenever it's out on streaming or
I
and such.
recommend it. I recommend it.
Yeah, it's not gonna come out in theaters here.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know if it will. But yeah, it's good. It should be.
All right. All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
there's a lot of times in this movie where I audibly gasped and literally went, "Oh my god, what the heck?" And I was like totally caught by surprise by a lot of things that happened. But yeah, it's
okay.
it's well done. Mhm.
All right. All right. All right. Yeah. Are you interested, Eric, to watch this whenever it's
This
out?
one actually arguably sounds more interesting than Air. I don't know. It's about wrestling. Something seems like kind of fun about
Wrestling
it.
is fun.
Yeah, it
Wrestling
is
is
fun to
fun.
watch. Yeah.
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 All right. Yeah. So I guess that's Albert's number 7, the Iron
Mhm.
Claw. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, actually, question: is the Iron Claw like a nickname? Do they use an Iron Claw?
It's a nickname. It's kind of the signature move of the Von Eyrick
Oh,
family in wrestling.
okay.
Oh.
They
It's
call
like
it
the
the
Ah.
Iron
people's
Claw.
elbow and such, right? And 619. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically
Yeah.
they
But
call it they call it the Iron Claw. It's like the signature move that they do, like the Iron Claw,
um.
like the finishing move.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
No, because like if
I
they make a movie about Rey Mysterio, no, it's gonna be called
619.
619. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much a great story about generational trauma, toxic masculinity, and mental health in a wrestling film.
Mm,
So
mm.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Very
All right.
relatable. No, wait, I'm just kidding.
Very important.
I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not going to do that.
All right. Now let's move on to Rick's number 6.
Oh, I thought
And it is. We haven't got to your 6, right?
I thought we haven't got to your 7. Yeah, I lost track. Number 6 is actually I don't even know if this might be vetoed or not because Japanese release versus
It's Suzume, isn't
international
it?
release. Yeah,
I'm not gonna veto
Yeah.
it. It's in my 2023 rankings.
yeah. I watched it
Is
on
it?
international release. Yeah,
I mean, do I
is
have
it?
it in my? I don't have it in my 2023 ranking.
Oh, because you didn't.
Yeah, I don't count it as a
Shame.
2023.
Shame.
Oh, you want to veto it, huh?
No, we'll count it. We'll count it
Okay,
because outside
okay.
of Japan, everyone watched it on 2023.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Suzume. Probably the weakest of the three big. Was it Makoto Shinkai films? Yeah, is
Okay.
weaker than was it Your Name and Weathering with You, but it still has like the same. It still has the same vibe as the previous films. Same vibe as in like same like design, animation,
Mm.
characterization, and all that. Arguably, it did a little bit better under the basis that there is an act. Well, okay, you know what? That's very subjective, but it has like an act, somewhat of an antagonist that they have to kind of go against, unlike the previous films. But overall, I enjoyed most of the characters. I enjoyed just the premise behind it and everything. But yeah, it's just pretty good Makoto Shinkai film. Even though it was okay, I wouldn't say worst. It was like the weakest of the three main Makoto Shinkai films. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's also I took this is where I took my girlfriend to watch the film before she was my girlfriend. She then became my girlfriend afterwards. I don't know if there's a
Literally
correlation.
after the film.
Yes, Albert.
Oh shit! Whoa.
Sort of, not after directly, but you know what I mean. But
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Suzume is like, I think Weathering with You it's the third for me. Suzume is the second.
Suzume is better for you. Okay.
Yeah, I like Suzume more, I think. Maybe I need to rewatch Weathering with You. I don't remember it too much, honestly. But yeah, but Suzume, really fun. Yeah. I still, I don't know. I guess it's just overall very enjoyable. I like the design and everything. The Yeah, and it's just kind of fun when they did the road trip stuff.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, the song in the song. What's the title? I
Actually,
don't know
Yeah.
the title because it's Japanese title, but that's
actually,
one
about
song.
about the
Yeah.
road trip, I thought you and Teguh calculated how much it would cost for
I
their
did.
actual journey. Yeah, you had. Of course, you wouldn't
Oh,
have
oh yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Because she went from all the way from like my side of the place in Japan all the way
yeah,
to the top.
all the way to
That's
Tokyo,
an
Oh,
basically.
expensive trip for a
Yeah.
high schooler. Really expensive trip.
huh. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Albert.
I like Suzume. I'm similar both with you guys. It's not my favorite of like the Makoto Shinkai. I've seen 5 Makoto Shinkai films now. I don't know if this is my second favorite or third favorite between this and Weathering
Mm,
with You. But I do like that animation, always beautiful in Makoto Shinkai. If anyone ever
yeah.
says Makoto Shinkai have shit animation, then they're just
Mhm,
blind. Um,
mhm,
Says that.
mhm.
the animation is beautiful. Um, Good. Did I watch this in English dub? I can't remember if I did.
You watch it in English dub?
Because I think I couldn't find the Japanese dub. I think.
Okay.
Um,
Mm.
yeah, I saw. Yeah, it's in my letterbox review. I saw it in English dub because I couldn't find the Japanese dub in the theater near me. Um,
Mm.
so I did, but it's still good and it's still very nice and beautiful. Um, just not my favorite. So yeah.
Alright. Alright.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah,
Alright.
valid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Suzume is interesting though, the story with the doors and everything. Yeah.
Suzume closes doors. Yeah.
Yeah. And surprisingly, man, that chair got me emotional.
A three-legged stool is very emotional. It is.
Three-legged stool. Never thought of that would make me emotional. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So that's number 6, and then like we mentioned, I think Albert and Kelvin. Number 6 is Barbie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So now we're moving on to the top 5. Yeah.
Wait now. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
We're moving
Should
on to
we?
the top 5. So
Who should
guess I'll
start? You?
start first, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Um, for my number 5, I have the previously punted Mission Impossible: Dead
Mm,
Reckoning Part 1.
yes, that
Yeah.
is also my number 5,
Oh,
Oh,
and it's almost
nice,
number
nice.
9.
Yeah.
it is.
I mean, yeah, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning. I mean, it's Tom Cruise. He got all the crazy stunts, man. He got all that crazy stunts, jumping off the cliff with a
Mhm.
motocross. That thing's great. And he broke. Did he broke an ankle for this one?
No, that's
Was
Fallout.
this? Oh,
That's
that's
Fallout.
Fallout. No, but yeah. But overall, though, still though, all the action stuff, it's really fun. In the train especially, there was some intense stuff going on. Haley Atwell, a lot of fun.
Which is good.
She's really good in this one. I really like that whole thing when they were in the Tom Cruise and Haley Atwell. I think was in the mini car thing, driving around the city.
Mhm.
That was
Mm.
really really fun action sequence there. Um, yeah, and then yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's Tom Cruise stuff. A Mission Impossible movie. It's just fun. A lot of action, a lot of twists and turns here. Vanessa Kirby is in it. Always my favorite. And yeah, there you go. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning, Part 1. How about you, Ariq? It's in your top 5
Oh,
as well.
yeah, it's in my top 5 because I think Mission Impossible has always been like say past the no not past like the second one basically. Would you guys agree it's the worst one? Like they've been amping up their game basically.
Yeah,
Everyone, the actions get more. Well, they don't get more absurd,
insane.
but they get like cooler. They get cooler, right?
Yeah,
It's not like
It
Fast
never
Furious kept on
disappoints.
saying.
It never
Yeah, never
disappoints.
yeah, they ramp up the action, they ramp up, and they also put like more action in it. And we are like what, for example, Kelvin said, like the whole chase around Europe with the all around Italy with the the little car and everything. That was like really fun to watch. Gilly Atwell is a really good side character, and I thought like even the plot as well had was kind of like an interesting. It had an interesting like plot with like AI and stuff. The ChatGPT is
yeah,
taking over the world. Yeah, so
It's
that's
so it's
interesting.
so funny that that film got released literally in the middle of the writer strike, where they're like, we don't want the
Like
AI to write our films,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
the
yeah.
timing
They're
is
like, and
the
then they
timing is
made
too
this
funny.
such
Yeah.
an allegory, such an. Actually, I don't know what, and I don't think that's the right word for it, but
Yeah.
But yeah, but also there's like stakes involved. I mean, like I spoilers. Like, what is it like? Is it Isla? I
Um,
don't know what her name is. Like, she died. One
Rebecca
of the first.
Ferguson
Ilsa
character,
Yeah,
Faust.
Rebecca.
Ilsa
Ilsa
Faust.
Yeah,
Faust.
yeah.
Yeah,
Elsa Faust.
that
Yeah,
that
so she did.
surprised me.
Yeah. So like they're
Yeah,
actually like killing off.
there's
They're
stakes.
basically like killing off like yeah, their stakes. They're killing off like actual like main characters.
Yeah.
Things
Hmm.
like that. So like yeah, that was obviously like a lot of movies they try not to do that kind of stuff in case of a sequel or something, but like they have no they have the guts to do these kind of things. And yeah, so overall I think this is like just genuinely like one of the coolest like spy Mission Impossible films. And I like that the ending is like we're only halfway there kind of deal, because like getting the code was the first half. So in the next film we're gonna see him, I don't know, go into a submarine underwater somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it also
he's gonna.
ironic that that movie was also released like not long after or before that submarine in the Titanic imploded? I'm just
It's
saying,
after.
I
It's
don't
definitely yeah.
remember.
It's
it's
definitely
after.
after. But yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very very ironic. This film is full of irony.
Yeah. That is-
Also, what Fred Love Movie says in the chat here, it bombed in the box office because of Barbenheimer.
it's released on weekend
It,
four.
yeah,
Really, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
feels bad,
Sad.
man.
Feels bad.
Yeah, but yeah,
It's a
Albert,
good
why is it your
film.
number 9?
It's good. I just literally like all the films above it better.
Okay,
Um,
understandable.
Personal reason. Yeah.
I like the film a lot. Like you guys already mentioned, the stunt that's on the poster. Literally, the fact I like the fact that during that stunt, no audio in the film. They just cut out all the
Mm.
audio. It's like dead silence because we were just like, oh my god, we're
Oh my
actually doing
God.
this. It's insane. It gives me chills just thinking about it. But yeah, Tom Cruise, incredible. Like everything in the airport was a lot of fun. Yes, there is crazy good stunts, but also like fun stunts and fun
Oh
scenes.
yeah.
Like the whole airport chase.
Oh, yeah, they're chasing
Um,
around with the
it's
fake
like so good.
cameras. Yeah.
And like they're looking around, they're looking for him, and then just appears on the roof. I was like, that's such a good scene. Um, but yeah, it's so good. The music is good. Haley Atwell is great. Rebecca Ferguson is great. Palm Clemente as whatever that jester villain henchman. She is so menacing. I didn't thought she had that in her, but she is so
Dude, she was
menacing and
so
so
hot.
terrifying in that role. So
She
hot.
was
I was,
so
I was, I was so terrifying and you're like so hot.
Like,
But yeah, she's
it's
so terrifying in that role.
It's both. It's both.
Yeah.
It's-
I'm
Uh,
I'm scared, but I'm also attracted. I don't know
I'm
how to
s-
feel about this.
I'm
and
aroused. I'm scared and
I'm
aroused.
scared and aroused at the same time. Is that me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Esai Morales as Gabriel was not my favorite villain,
That's
but it's
okay.
also still pretty
Yeah.
good, I guess. But yeah, it's overall it's good, just like very well done. And as a part one of a two-parter, it does a pretty good job in concluding the part one in a way that it doesn't feel too much of a cliffhanger. So no pun intended. But yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah, well done.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. Wait, is this the last movie of Mission Impossible?
Supposedly.
Supposedly. Yeah.
So Part 2, if that's the end, then supposedly that's the end
It
of
should be
Mission
that. Yeah.
Impossible stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Guess
Maybe.
Tom Cruise getting tired. He is old.
He is old.
How
He's
old is
like,
Tom Cruise?
Isn't he like 60 already, or like
He's 60 something.
Is he
60
60?
something?
Wait, really?
I'm pretty sure he's approaching
Oh, he's
60
50-ish.
or 60.
61.
He's 61. He's 61.
61.
Woo! And is jumping off airplane? I mean cliffs?
He's jumping off cliffs. He's
He's
breaking ankles.
he's older than my dad, and he's doing this
He's
crazy
doing all
stuff.
these-
It's
yeah.
insane.
He's older than my dad as well by like 6 years. And
That's why he's a psychopath. At that age, people don't usually do that. Yet he's doing.
Dude.
Uh,
60
at least
year
he's
old
at least he's
jumping off
fit. You know,
cliffs
that's a
of
good thing.
Montrose.
yeah.
Yeah, that is insane for that age.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Alright. So yeah, maybe that's why it's in top 5. You gotta respect the elders, Albert.
He's a pensioner. He's a pensioner doing stunts. Albert.
Fair
Alright,
enough.
yeah. So that's mine and Ariq's number 5, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. So now on to Albert's, which is
You see this poster behind me?
Ah,
Spider-Man
yes.
Across the
Okay.
Spider-Verse. That's my
Yeah.
number 5.
And it's getting punted.
All right.
All
Yeah.
right.
I had a feeling it was gonna be.
Yeah. Alright,
Okay.
so now moving on to number 4, I guess. So Albert, you're number 4. So let's just start with you.
Okay.
Mm.
My number
Mhm.
4 is
Do-do-do-do.
Run fast from your da 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 da
What?
da.
I don't
Guardians of the
understand
Galaxy
this
Volume 3.
reference.
I was
Oh,
singing the Dog Days Are
oh,
Over,
okay.
but I don't know the lyrics, so
The
I just start
video,
humming.
the audio kind of cut off for me, so I got confused.
um,
Oh,
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is my number
wait.
4.
Uh,
Is this
Is it
punted or not?
Pantatarek by
You know,
you?
it's number 3 for me. Okay, it's just one above.
Okay, we can talk about it.
We can talk about it.
I don't know
Yeah,
about
yeah,
Kelvin.
sure.
Is it?
It's
Yeah, is it punted for you?
it's
Is it like
yeah, let's
number
punt it,
two?
I
Or...
guess. Let's punt
Let's
it.
punt.
Let's punt it.
Let's punt it. Okay, it's fine.
Let's
Yeah.
punt this boy up. All right,
Let's
so
punt this one.
I guess we're going to number 4 for
Yeah.
Ariq.
Okay. The number 4 for me is Oppenheimer. I can talk about it briefly.
That's my number 3.
that's a punt for me.
That's a
There's
punt
a
for
punt.
me.
There's a lot of punts here. Oh my god. All right.
Oh, is it Kelvin's
Okay,
number 4
so
now?
my number
What's your
4
number
now.
4?
My number
Yeah.
4. All right. My number 4 is John Wick, Chapter 4.
Yeah, punted.
How many punts are we having?
All
Wait,
right.
no, we have to talk about something. I guess.
As
I
we
don't know.
as soon as we approach top 3, no more punts, I'm guessing. All right.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
We'll just talk about it. So what's your should I do
So
number 3?
no, wait.
Let
What's
me
your number 4? We haven't. Wait, no, that's punted.
Guardians.
Right.
Guardians, yeah.
So we're
Guardians is
doing number
punted.
3
Yeah.
now. Okay,
Yeah.
let's do
Yeah.
number 3. Let's do number 3.
My number 3 was mentioned earlier. It's Air.
It's
Air.
air.
Okay.
Okay.
Where is it in your
Yeah.
rankings, Kelv?
That was my number 7. Yeah.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Air, a biopic about how Nike was able to secure the Air Jordan brand with Michael Jordan, and it's really well done. It's so freaking good. I don't understand how it's this good. Directed by Ben Affleck, starring Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, Jason Bateman, Chris Messina, Viola Davis as Dolores Jordan, Michael Jordan's mom. And yeah, it's basically following Matt Damon as the scout for Nike as they're trying to secure the next big deal. And basically, they're like, trust me, this Jordan kid, I think is going to be pretty good. And I think that probably pays off for them. But it's just well done. And seeing the story of Nike, who is now the big sports company, right? The top, probably, if you think of basketball shoes, you think of Jordan, you think of Nike mainly, and literally the NBA is sponsored by Nike. So like it's number one thing. But back then in the 80s, Nike was not the main competition because Adidas and Converse are like the top two. Converse is superior, and Nike was like barely nothing. They were not in the game at all. So it's like the fact of an underdog story for them, trying to convince Michael Jordan. And it's just such a well done film. Good performance by Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. My favorite performance probably is Chris Messina though as the agent. That's like always yelling.
Yeah.
He's such a good he's such a good performance. But yeah, it's so well done, very good. And I just enjoyed it and just invested from the start to finish on this film. So yeah.
I mean, the screenplay and just the writing, I guess, is really good for Air. I mean, we literally it's a 2-hour movie about middle-aged men discussing
Arguing.
budgets.
Disgusting budget. It's a business movie. It's a business movie.
Yeah. And I'm somehow very invested in it, even though, like, again, me and Albert, we like basketball. We know the outcome that Michael Jordan's gonna go to Nike, but I don't know, just throughout, it's still really, really fun to watch. It's very clever how they don't show Michael Jordan in the
Right.
whole movie. Yeah.
There's someone casted as Jordan, but he never really speaks or like show his face. It's just on the back of his head all the
All we
time.
see is the back of the head or just his back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. But yeah, it's just really good movie. We got to see Ben Affleck's whole feet right there on the table. If
Mm.
yeah.
Yep. It is.
Yeah. And then the thing that makes me really like this movie is the ending. man, extremely relatable. You know, the ending when the Matt Damon, Sonny, I think that's the character's name, right?
Uh-huh.
He tried running, put on the shoe, he ran for like 10 steps, and it's like, yep, now I'm not doing this. Nope, and he goes home. I'm like,
Relatable for your cardio.
that's why Matt Damon's my favorite. Yeah.
No, that's fair. No, this is my. I think I've mentioned this before, but one of my favorite things about that this movie did to me is like, obviously, again, like we know Michael Jordan signed with Nike, but there was a scene in the movie. There was a moment in the movie where my head was so invested of what's happening, and I'm like, oh my god, oh fuck, Nike's not gonna sign him. He's gonna go to Adidas and Converse. And then like several seconds later, it clicked to me. Wait, what the fuck am I thinking about? I know the outcome. Nike's gonna sign him, but I literally just thought I had a moment in time where I thought of like, Jordan's gonna sign with Adidas. Nike's screwed. What are they gonna do? The fact that they were able to make me think that way for a moment in the movie, I'm like, geez, that's incredible. So yeah,
Is
Alright,
that
I
the
didn't
movie
go that
being good,
far.
or is that the movie being good, or Albert just being a bit, you know?
I was so invested, and the movie was making me think one way, which makes me like even more invested. Like yeah.
Okay, okay. I wouldn't say it's a skill issue for Albert. Fine. I'll allow it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Air is really good, man. Air is really good. Yeah. Alright, yeah, understandable. That's your number 3. Alright, so now let's move on, I guess, to Ariq's number 3, which is
I mentioned it earlier. Was Guardians of the Galaxy 3?
right. Yeah,
Right. It's Albert's number 4.
Guardians of the
Or
Galaxy Volume
Volume
3.
what was it in
That
yours? Was it ahead of
is
mine?
my number 2.
It's your number 2. Why don't we start from you? The descending
No,
order.
Yeah, let's do
Alright.
that.
no, I want to start from you.
I'll-
Why?
Who's you? Me or Albert?
Alright,
You want
fine.
descending order?
Fine.
Descending
Alright,
order. Yeah.
Guardian Galaxy, it's my number 2 because it's not really, I mean, like, the movie is really good, but yeah, I'm invested in the whole group from the start, right? From Guardians 1, 2, and then you're finally getting the send off in Guardians 3. You know, I really like all the characters there. I mean, the whole movie. So yeah, just seeing the ending of it, that happy ending type of deal, you know, warms my heart. And the whole movie is just incredible. A lot of great funny jokes. The actions are fun. The emotional scene actually works. Everyone have their moments. Um, and even the villain, which is usually the worst part of MCU stuff, the villain's
Hmm.
actually great. High evolutionary, I think, right? Yeah. All the Rocket stuff, amazing. He actually got his. This is a Rocket movie. We got his whole backstory and everything. Um,
Yeah.
and boy, was it sad. You know, you get. Yeah, it's just very sad. Um, got me a bit emotional, I guess, in the part when he
A
thought he's going to
bit.
heaven.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, when he thought he was going to heaven, and then like, oh, I think what's the author, Layla, something. And it's like, no, not yet, boy. Go back down there. And it's like, whoa, yeah, a lot of fun. Guardians of the Galaxy, this is great. Yeah. Ariq, I guess next. You're number 3, right?
Yeah. Well, number 3, but I think it has the coldest line from any movie of this year, from the
Okay.
High Evolutionary.
Oh, I know.
There is no
Well,
God. That is why I stepped in. That was cold. That was
That was
that
really
line
good.
goes hard.
Dude,
That
when
goes
I was in the
hard.
theater, he says that, I'm like, oh, that's a
Mm.
good line.
That is a
Ja-
certified, as Albert says, nipple chills.
James Gunn probably writing that, and he's like, that's good. Oh shit! I just wrote something good.
I bet he was very hard when he was writing. Okay, never mind. Anyway.
Oh my god.
But yeah, and I think like unlike a lot of like films, especially Marvel films, especially like Quantum Mania, for example. Like I think there's like an actual like lots of like stakes happening out like on the line here. There's a lot of like emotional impact as well. like we get to finally explore, like Kelvin mentioned, we finally explored Rocket's like backstory and everything, and it turns out it runs like really deep, like just how like brutal and how what is it like just how sad his backstory is and all that. But on top of that, we also get like a proper conclusion to like the Guardians, like what happens. They all went their separate ways. Like we saw like Rocket develop into like an actual leader instead of like a guy who was just like so used to be like very selfish and all that. So big
Mhm.
turnaround for him. We finally understand Groot now because we've been together for so long, as Albert I think mentioned as his theory way back when.
It's confirmed now.
So is it confirmed?
Yeah, I believe it's confirmed already. Yeah.
What, that we actually start to understand him, or
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
he
that we
actually did
understood.
say,
That we understood
oh,
Groot now. That's why we can hear it
We
at the
learn
end.
Groot.
we
Yeah.
finally, yeah, it took us like how many years and 3 films, and we finally learned Groot, so that's great. I like that. So yeah, I just think it's like such a great wrap up to like such a great, arguably a great series. I mean, like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is the weakest of the three in my opinion, but it's still a decent like film.
It's so really good.
It's still
It's
good,
still
yeah.
really good. Yeah.
One is still my favorite though. I'm still gonna say that, but like three, very close second, very amazing
Mhm.
film. I really like it.
This is probably the best trilogy in the MCU, I would say.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I haven't thought about this, but I think it is.
If we're excluding like Avengers, obviously,
That's
yeah, but
pretty
like,
fair. That's pretty fair.
Yeah, maybe the closest is what? Captain America, but the first one is like,
I would say
yeah,
Spider-Man.
oh, Spider-Man. I forgot about that. Yeah,
Spider
Spider-Man's
Man's
good.
great. Spider Man's Captain
Yeah,
America, and yeah, this is like, yeah, they're
yeah.
like the big
Those
three.
three are the good ones, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where was it, Bert, in your list?
Below my
Guardians, my
four.
fourth.
Yeah.
Fourth. Okay. Uh, go ahead, I guess.
Yeah, everything you guys said, really emotional, really good wrap up. It's a good send off to a lot of these characters that we probably won't ever see again. But like a really good arc, really good performance, and still a super fun superhero movie. Like
Mm.
it's probably, well, no, that's a like Spider Verse exists, but I was gonna say it's probably the only good comic book movie of the year. That's like really good, but yeah, that's a lie. But yeah, it's still like very good. High Evolutionary is a menacing villain. Good performance by Chikwudu Iwuji. Obviously the rocket stuff that we already mentioned. But yeah, it's just a lot of heart, very fun and very emotional. Makes for a good blockbuster that is still good and delivers impactful stories and performance. Yeah, I just said the same stuff like 4 times in four
Yep.
different ways.
Indeed. Indeed.
Also, soundtrack. We didn't even mention that.
Yeah,
Soundtrack really good. Yeah.
yeah,
Soundtrack, yeah,
really good.
obviously.
All the Guardians. The soundtracks are
Um,
great.
just mention, I just like the fact that the soundtrack in Guardians 3 ended with the soundtrack that began the trilogy, Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun,
Oh
dun.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Full circle,
What?
baby.
Full circle.
Yeah. So that's Guardians. Really good send off for the group there. Yeah. All right.
All right.
So let's move on, I guess, to my number three, right?
Yep.
My number three would be Opie Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Okay, that's my number one.
That's
Oh.
your oh,
Oh.
understandable. I mean,
Okay,
open.
yeah.
Oh, actually, Albert,
Yeah,
you start first. Since it's your
go
number
first.
one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is my number one. I had a strong debate between my number one and number two. I almost switched it last minute, literally as we were approaching, and I'm like, I'm gonna stick with it for now. Um, but Oppenheimer, it's so good. Yes, it's long, but it's so damn good. Just out of like performances, out of like Cillian Murphy and Robert Downey Jr., Emily Blunt, even like Jason Clarke was really good, and Benny Safdie. Performance is just good. The From a direction standpoint, Christopher Nolan direction is incredible in this one. Good score by Ludwig Göransson. On a technical level, this film is crazy. Like just like on a cinematography level, the sound design of the explosion, and my one particular scene that still is like crazy to me is the scene where they finish the bomb and Oppenheimer is in front of a crowd and he's just like doing a speech, and then the crowd's like stomping their leg, and then like it turns to silent at one point, and just everything like that whole sequence. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
That sequence like give me goosebumps just thinking about it. It's like such well done on a technical level, the sound design, performance, direction, everything. It have to be pitch perfect, and they did it. And just like it's just so good. Um, my minor gripe with this film is basically there is a lot of time jumps, and sometimes I wasn't sure where it
Yeah.
falls in the narrative. But it's like just the only issue that I had with it. But aside from everything, it's just like I'm just in awe by what this film was able to do, really. So yeah, that's why it's my number one. It's just like so many things well done, incredibly well done, and like just again the cast is like literally stacked. Like I didn't even talk about Rami Malek with his minimal role, and he's still very good. Like David Dastmalchian, Dane DeHaan, Casey Affleck, Matt Damon is in this film as well, and is good. So yeah, Florence Pugh. So yeah, it's incredible stuff.
Alec, where is this on your list?
It's the lowest out of all of you. It's number 4.
Ooh, okay. Alright, so I guess yeah.
It's a
I
shit
mean,
thing.
great with everything Albert said. On technical level, man, Oppenheimer is just impressive. Everything, the direction by Christopher Nolan and all the performances, man. Yeah, it's just great. There's really nothing to add on this. It's just everything about this movie is, almost perfect with all yeah, everything, the direction and the performances. It's just the minor gripe again. Same with Albert. The time jump thing did get me a bit confused, but that's like, you know, all the good stuff kind of make that
Outweighs.
insignificant for me. Yeah, outweighs it. Yeah, that's the word. That's yeah. And yeah, the score also in Oppenheimer, great stuff. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Very much. Ariq.
What do
Nothing
I
to
want to
add.
reiterate? Things I want to say.
Same
Number
thing.
remember, this our list is made mostly subjectively. That's why
Yeah.
it's not like open. That's why Oppenheimer is like super high up in my list. I've already mentioned it's not my type of film. Like I'm very simple. I'm like single-minded,
Action.
single brain cell organism. I'm
Single
very dumb.
celled organism. You're,
Yeah,
you're an
I'm
amoeba.
really I'm an amoeba. Yeah, I have the same intelligence of an amoeba. Like so, it's not really like the type of film I would go after. But I mean, I'm not gonna like disparage the fact like it is a very well made film. I mean, I watched it in IMAX. I think did we watch it in IMAX, Kelvin? Or
We watch
I
it
don't
in
remember.
IMAX. Yeah. We
Yeah,
watch it in
that
IMAX.
was an experience. Like when the Duke set off. Oh my god.
Ooh.
It vibrates.
It vibrates. It didn't vibrate the seat. It vibrated my lungs. Literally, like
Oh,
damn.
wow.
I feel like I'm getting like 9 million root guns of radiation. It's very
That,
fun. It's not okay. That's
that
not fun, but you know what I mean. It was immersive.
it's
And
fun when we're
yeah,
watching, not if it happened to us.
not even happening to us. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like yeah, the stack cast was phenomenal. About that nuclear explosion, I like the fact that he said his most famous quote about I've become death destroyer of worlds, and then the Duke set off. No,
Mhm.
that's when the sound like hits you. Like I just thought that was like well timed and everything. That's why like even though like and apart from explosions aside, I did like enjoy it. The story was somewhat like it was hard to follow at first, but on a second rewatch, I kind of understand a bit
Did you
more.
rewatch it?
I watched it with my friends again, yeah, because they wanted to
Ooh.
watch it. Yeah,
Oh,
so I watched it a second time, and I was like, yeah, I understand it a lot better now, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I mean, stories makes a lot of sense and all that. um,
Yeah.
but
I
yeah,
should
I
give it
did
a
like,
rewatch.
yeah, it's actually it's pretty good. The only downside for us is that they gave
Run.
a CGI towel for what's her name,
Oh,
Florence
Florence
Pugh.
Pugh. Yeah.
oh, that's right. You
We,
don't
we
get to
need to
see
find the
you don't get to see her
uncensored
nude.
version.
We need to find the uncensored version. That's why it's number 4, Albert. If it would be number 1.
So how many star rating right now is on your letterbox for Oppenheimer? 4 or
I,
5 or what?
no, and I still gave it like a 5, I think. Or
Oh,
four
I
and
give it a
I
5
thought
out
you-
of 5 still.
4.5.
Damn! So if you get to
Yeah.
see Florence Pugh's boobs in that film, it would have been a 6 out of
Ooh.
5 then.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The
extra-
whole full
Two
star.
extra point for each.
A 7 out of 5. Whoa! that's
7 out of
impressive.
5.
7 out of 5. Whoa. But yeah,
Uh,
I'll probably rewatch it again. Just again.
Damn,
Sure.
I'm gonna rewatch it this again.
Again.
Uncensored version.
Uncensored version. Yeah.
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 I mean, Oppenheimer, man, it's just insane. Like, again, I'm surprised I was really invested in that whole 3 hours, even though I did get confused. Yeah. But yeah, that's Oppenheimer. Amazing stuff. All right.
Also,
Amazing.
Albert Einstein's scene in that film is pretty good.
Yeah.
And whoever portrayed him was like good.
Oh yeah.
Looks
yeah.
very
Yeah,
looks
that was
very
funny.
alike. At one point, I'm like, how the heck did they? Who did this? He looks so alike to
He
Albert
looks,
Einstein.
he looks exactly what I think. Albert
I know,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on. But I kind of lost track.
We have. Let's
jumping
go to.
around with
Let's go
puns.
to.
Wait,
Let's go to
Ariq's-
Ariq's two.
Yeah, Ariq's number
Um,
2, not yet, right?
Not yet.
Yeah. My
Okay, Ariq's number 2.
Yeah,
It
I
is?
punted it. I forgot Kelvin's number 4 is John Wick chapter
John Wick.
4.
Chapter 4. All right.
Was it
Yeah.
in Albert's list as well, or I can't remember?
Starting at top
Didn't
10,
make it.
Albert.
It didn't make it.
It was until I watched the Iron Claw. It got
Ooh.
bumped.
Oh.
It's my 11.
It's your
Okay.
11th. I got bumped
Yeah.
down. Right.
Yeah.
John Wick 4.
Mhm.
Like I said, I am a single cell organism. I'm very dumb.
Everyone
I
is
like-
single brain. We all have single brain.
I know exactly. Shush. Anyway, like again, I am dumb. So this film is definitely 100% up my alley. It is mostly just like an action film with barely any not significant plot, but like barely like complicated plot. It's a pretty simple plot as is, and it's very long as well. This film, but like 80% of it is pure
Action. Yeah.
Yeah, so I definitely enjoyed that, and of course, the John Wick style action. We like seeing those. It's not no shaky cams or anything, so it's obvious. We like the action of John Wick. It's always like top tier, like absolute top tier, and they always have something new to introduce to us. Obviously, at least now Kelvin has watched it, so it's nice. So like, what is it? The dragon breath scene where he uses the fire
Yeah.
shotgun.
It's a
on
top-down view.
Top
Yeah.
down view. Yeah, that was creative. That was awesome. We enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah.
Eh, though in this film, yeah, we have to suspend a bit more disbelief because like he survived a lot more here than he had in the last 3
He-
movies combined.
He turned off fall damage in this movie, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. he fell down like 3 stories into a car and he's just like, my back. Anyway,
Yeah.
goes
He
on.
fall down
Walks.
and
Fall down the stair. It doesn't
let's
stop.
not
It keeps
forget.
going.
Yeah. Let's not forget that stair scene just keeps rolling on. He
Okay,
just
at that
don't
point,
stop.
at that point, I did watch it the
So
second
comedy.
time with like I did watch it second. I was like, I swear, at one point he purposely threw himself further, so he kept rolling
Yeah, he
down.
kind of
Yeah, right,
like
yeah,
stopped
right.
and then like, oh.
Yeah, he like the momentum stopped, so he's like, oh shit, I have to keep going again.
How many
Throws
takes do you think
himself.
that took?
I,
I hope one.
I hope yeah, I hope one.
I think probably Keanu used a stunt double in that scene, right? But if it's Tom Cruise, he would have done it himself over and over.
No,
Would have had a
Yeah,
concussion.
Keanu only used stunt double not because it hurts, just because he got dizzy. I'm spinning too much.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, like I mean, like yeah. So there's like a bit of silliness here and there, but I think honestly, overall, great. It's just a great film, you know what? The fact that it wraps up the film, I guess it wraps up the film, because John Wick, spoilers, he died in this one.
Yeah.
Kind of surprising to in my surprise. It's kind of surprising to me because like 4 is such a weird four is such a weird number to end a film on. It's a quadrology. So I don't know what that means. So like yeah, but again, overall, yeah, it's good. I think the only big weakness is just the main villain is just a French dude telling people what to do and saying rules, rules, or we live like the animals. Rules.
I've
It's
seen
it's
theories.
Belgian.
I've watched theories where like people, man, like John Wick is probably not dead because
Mm.
in the places where he got shots in the body
It's
is
not
in
like
the location
vital.
where remember in the first John Wick when he told the doctor to shoot, when the doctor told him to
Or
shoot
to
me
shoot
here,
him. Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah,
shoulder and around the tummy area thing.
yeah.
John Wick kind of got shot around that area
In
as
those
well.
areas, yeah.
Yeah. So, and we never really see a dead body.
We did say nobody, no die. That's what they
Did we
say.
not?
I
Oh,
mean,
we
all
did.
we saw was John Wick
He
just
passed
kind of
out.
like
He
he
passed out in the
passed out.
stairs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then from there it's directly graveyard, so might not be dead. Yeah.
Maybe, but that's just a theory. A
A
film
gay
theory.
theory.
He's quitting
Film
apparently.
theory, yeah.
He's retired.
Yeah,
Yeah. Man,
yeah.
I like my dad. But yeah,
Yeah.
anyway. But yeah,
Anyway,
John
yeah.
Wick.
John Wick.
Yeah, basically what Ariq says, just the whole action is a lot of fun. And
Yeah,
that top-down view really bumps it up for me.
yeah, yeah. I was like, I know Kelvin played these kind of games before. I'm like, surely he would love
Sims.
this. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah,
Sims.
yeah, Sims.
No,
The
yeah,
actual Hotline
Yeah.
Miami.
no, yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. I like the film a lot. Just barely makes the cut. It's so well done, and like even Lance Reddick's final performance, Hiroyuki
Hmm.
Sanada is good. Rina
Mhm.
Sawayama is fantastic as a first time actor. Um, Donnie Yen literally just reprising his role from Rogue One, pretty good.
Yeah.
And Scott Atkins, I believe, the one who plays he plays in the fat
The
suit.
fat guy. Yeah, the
Oh,
fat
Hmm.
so
suit guy.
good.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
badass
Dude,
in
yeah.
that whole
That's
fight sequence.
badass.
Yeah. So yeah, good stuff.
Alright, good stuff, yeah. Um so yeah, that's that for John Wick. That's Ariq's number 2 and my number 4. So now we go to Albert's number
Your
2.
number two. Your number two.
My
You're
number 2 is
number two.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Alright,
We did
alright,
that
yeah.
already.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
Yeah,
now
Albert's number two.
Albert's number 2, right?
Yeah. So this one I almost debated to put number one. It's I'm pretty sure I know you guys for a fact haven't seen this one. It's the holdovers.
I watched it.
Holdovers.
Did you watch
Cool.
it?
I watched it, yeah. A few days
Oh.
ago.
Oh, is it
It's-
out on streaming already on digital?
Yeah, it is. It's
Okay,
my
and then-
11th.
11. Damn. Okay, it's my
Yeah.
number two. I love this film so much. Like, yeah, this film is so good. It's basically again, it's about a teacher and a student and the cook for the school on a boarding school where they're basically stuck to spend the Christmas together, because they cannot. The student basically cannot go home, so so this teacher played by Paul Giamatti is assigned to take care of it, and then the cook decided to just stick around after grieving the loss of his son, of her son. So it's a very good story of these three characters just in this New England like prep school. Them not really wanting to be there, but they have to cope with it, and obviously there's like a light of heart and everything, and then it's just so well done. Good performance by Paul Giamatti. Davine Joy Randolph is incredible. And Dominic Sessa, who never appeared in any other film before, this is one of his first films, if not his first film. He is incredible in this film as well. So well done. And yeah, I just love this film so much. Emotional. It hits me in an emotional beat. I was so invested in the whole time throughout this whole film with the story. The screenplay is really well done. The direction is good. But yeah, I think the screenplay is just like superior. Is it my favorite screenplay of the year? Possibly. But yeah, it's just so well done. A feel good movie, good Christmas film. Yeah, it's just good all around, perfect film. 5 out of 5 for me.
It's very warming. This movie makes
Yeah.
me feel warm. Makes me feel, for
Makes
the
you feel.
characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just the chemistry between those three. What's the name? Paul Giamatti. Was it Dominic Sessa and
Davine Joy Randolph.
Davine Joy Randolph? Yeah. Just the chemistry between those three. It's fun to watch. Yeah, I mean, and then it's touching, at they how they grow to like each other, and then at the end, bit of spoilers, I guess, when Paul Giamatti's character kind of sacrifice himself in a way to keep the Dominic Sessa's character in school, which is kind of like them. All right, he got you. Yeah. yeah, very much that. Really fun, really sad, really, and quite emotional as well. Yeah, the holdovers.
Nice.
Very good Christmas movie.
Huh.
Yeah. I watch it when I watch it. I watch it in a perfect setting too. It's like raining a little bit, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's kind of dim. I watched
All
it.
right.
Mm.
Um,
Would it be better if it was snowing, but we live in a tropical
well,
island?
let's just say the snow melted.
The snow was melted. Yeah.
It is a good rainy vibe film. You're right.
It
Yeah,
is. It
yeah.
is. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Anything else you want to add?
No. I just
See,
think
I told you I haven't watched this film.
I just want to recommend. I just want to recommend this to everyone because I think
You
it's
know,
good.
I think I'll give this a watch, but I'll also watch. I don't know. It seems like I'm pretty sure I'm not. I haven't watched either film, so I think it's a weird comparison. But it's like, why does it have? It gives me vibes of it's a Breakfast Club kind of deal. I don't know, something to do with the school
It's
setting
not at
people.
all. It's
It's
not the
not.
same
No, no,
film. It's
but no,
not.
no, no, no. It's not the same film, but it's like characters that are not like
They don't like each
well
other at
interacted.
first,
Yeah,
and
they
they
don't like
start
each
to.
other. Yeah, and they start. Yeah, it's like a similar kind of deal, but it's not exactly the same. Is it like that?
Yeah.
Is it not like that? Is it kind of like that?
I
Am
mean,
I cooking
in
some weird here?
general, I
In
guess if
general,
you want to
okay.
generalize it, yeah, they don't like each other, and they grew to like each other.
But if you watch it for real, it's extremely
It's
different.
different.
It's
Yeah.
it's you've neither of you have seen this as well, but it's because the film is kind of like about loneliness and like people who
Mm,
are hurt and find
Mm,
comfort in each other.
mm,
It reminds me of like Lost in Translation in a way
mm.
because of the whole
mm.
that yeah,
It's
that's
so
like the
good.
best like in terms of vibe and feeling. That's kind of the ones that I kind of felt. So yeah.
But I'm guessing holdovers have more happy moments.
Then Lost in Translation.
Yeah,
There are happy moments in Lost in yeah, it's different because holdovers and
it's different. Yeah.
have a feel good feeling to it. Lost in
Mm,
Translation makes you feel just feel.
just feel.
Yeah, yeah,
All right. Yeah.
yeah.
Holdovers. All right. That surprised me
Yeah.
that's in the
Yeah.
top three basically. I don't
It's
as
so
low.
good.
That's gonna be like top five. I mean like not top three stuff, but yeah. All right. Top two.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right.
Mhm.
We already know Albert's number one, which is
Which is
Oppenheimer,
Oppenheimer.
and it's pretty obvious what mine and Ariq is for number
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Is a Spider Boy across
Uh,
the Spider Man. I mean Spider Verse.
Spider Verse. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Spider Man across the Spider Verse. That's mine and Eric's number one. Where is it,
And
Albert, on
Albus
your list? I forgot.
4. This is number
Four.
4.
Ooh, alright, yeah. Man, let's just get it out of the way, right, Rick?
Uh,
Because of it being a part one, the ending is quite the cliffhanger.
it is a cliffhanger ending, but it has
Yeah,
to be. It's expected to
it's
be,
a
I
part
guess.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the struggle of being a part one. But again, you know, everything else about it kind of outweighs it. Just the whole, again, animation, it's great. The story is great. All the characters, they're really fun to follow. All the new characters like the Spider Punk. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. What's her name? What's his name? Spider Man 2099. Miguel,
Miguel
right?
O'Hara. Yeah.
Miguel O'Hara.
Yeah, Miguel O'Hara. Yeah, it's just the all the new characters. They're fun to follow. Um, the actions great. Where especially was it with the scene when Smiles was running away from the Spider-Man
Oh,
gathering
yeah.
hub thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of fun, a lot of funny moments in there too. Um, yeah, just very, and the parts that makes me really like it is how stylized it is, right? From
Yeah. Yeah.
each universe you go to, all the characters, all of them have a different feel to
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's the part that makes me really enjoy it. Yeah. Eric, how about you?
Yeah. As you mentioned, I guess like the biggest selling point was definitely the art style of the film. I mean, it was we see it from the first one called Into the Spider Verse. Like we saw that, we're like, damn, that's really cool. And we saw Across, and like that film, like I said, you can literally just screenshot any frame you want at any time
Huh.
span. you can use that as a wallpaper. It would work as a wallpaper, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Literally my
pretty much.
posters of
Yeah,
scene.
yeah, pretty much, right? Yeah. So like, yeah, that's amazing, and I think I like the fact that it's like kind of like the story, the plot, and how the characters like interact with it. Like, I think we had like this discussion where it's like we can't say like who's in the right or wrong. Like for one, Miguel doesn't want the universe to collapse
Mm.
and all that, but for two, Miles wants to like actually save the people, even though he can. You know, like the fact that he knows that he can save them, he will. But yeah, so like it's a bit despair. Like there's like pros and cons for both sides, and it's hard to it's hard to like figure out who's in the right, who's in the wrong here. So I like that kind of like debate kind of deal going on. Um, what else is there? Actually, the villain Spot. I actually enjoyed him by the fact that he started out as like this weak, just bullyable guy, just like like B tier,
Oh,
Uh,
not
Spot.
even B
Yeah,
tier,
yeah.
like a C tier villain, nothing of note. But in the end, he became like mega S tier villain because he can control like the universe or something.
He endangered the universe, man.
Yeah, yeah. Like, yeah, that's why I was like, damn. I don't know, like the fact that you get to see a villain progress in the film as well. So that's cool. Yeah. The surprise seeing like Miles Morales as Prowler again, that's also cool. In the end,
Oh yeah.
the end there, yeah. Like just a lot of things are happening. It's really cool, and there's like a lot of like things at stake as well. So like it really like puts emphasis on character development. So yeah, that's why I really like the film quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
There's more things going on, it expands, it goes across and then beyond the Spider Verse.
Yeah. How about you, Bert? It's your number 4.
I love it. I agree with everything you said. The fact that Spot is like the big bad, I'm gonna guessing like, well, not the main big bad, one of the big bad, I guess, for the sequel. It's almost saying like if there is an ultimate Batman movie and the villain is like Condiment King. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Or like Kite Man. But yeah, it's such a good film. Animation, like you guys already mentioned, and the arcs and everything, and seeing all the different arcs of the different characters, of understanding where Miguel O'Hara is coming from, understanding where Miles is coming from. Um, I I argue, and arguably this is more of a Spider Gwen film than a Miles film because the film literally starts with Spider Gwen and ends with Spider Gwen. So the fact that that's the case, I really like it, and like the score of just like Miguel O'Hara's Spider-Man 89 team, the
Mm.
Spots team, and my favorite team is Spider Gwen's team with the drums. It's like so good. That whole music. And yeah, it's just beautiful. Again, my main issue was that the cliffhanger part feels, and I'm comparing this to Mission Impossible, because I think Mission Impossible did a better job in like recapping the part one, and this one was clearly a part one of a two-parter, but it's not as well recapped because the cliffhanger feels bigger of a cliffhanger in my opinion. Maybe if I rewatch it, I'll change my mind. But like I've comparing this to other big like 1-2 punch of like let's say Infinity War and Endgame. Infinity War feels very much of its own film. Endgame feels very much of its own film. Trying to see of a different. This one feels more closer to like the Star Wars trilogy of like Empire Strikes Back. But even Empire Strikes Back feels like its own film. It feels closer to more, I guess, Middle Earth of like Two Towers and Return
Mm.
of the King, where it kind of feels like a 1-2 punch and you need both of them. So this one feels like that to me, but still very good. I feel like my opinion will be affected to see what Beyond Spider Verse is gonna look like. So yeah, overall, still well done. I still like it. The cliffhanger butters me a little bit. So yeah,
All right. So
What
whenever
else?
Beyond comes out, is it gonna be 5 out of 5 for you, Bert?
whatever they do in Beyond is gonna affect my
Five.
feeling for Across the Spider Verse. I feel
Oh,
like.
All right,
So.
yeah.
so
You,
it
you
cut.
refuse to give this a 5 out of 5 just because the ending.
I'm
The cliffhanger
holding.
bit.
I'm holding
Yeah.
Oh,
the
you're
half star
holding.
hostage.
You're holding. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're holding a
Half
half
star
star
hostage.
hostage. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, the chance. What are the chances? Like, if Beyond the Spider Verse is not that good, are you gonna give it a 4? You're gonna steal the other half?
It can. It possibly can.
Oh.
You know.
Okay. 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 Right. But yeah. That's Spider-Man Across the Spider Verse.
Mm.
Really, really good movie. Yeah,
Mhm.
pretty much that, I guess. Yeah, so that's our top 10 of 2023. Yeah. Um, let's do a recap, I guess. Right?
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
a recap.
Yeah, let's do a recap. All right. Ariq, go ahead. Starting from number 10.
Okay, I say all of mine, right? 10 to 1, and then move on to
10
the
to
next.
1. Yeah.
Okay. So my number 10 is The Creator. Number 9, Boy and the Heron. Number 8, Nimona. Number 7, Barbie. Number 6, Suzume. Number 5, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Very long title. Number 4, Oppenheimer. Number 3, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Number 2, John Wick 4, Chapter 4. And lastly, the best of all, number 1, Spider Man Across the Spider Verse.
All right. Now, my Kelvin's top 10. Number 10, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Number 9, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. Number 8, Evil Dead Rise. Number 7, Air. Number 6, Barbie. Fifth, Mission Impossible Death Reckoning Part 1. Fourth is John Wick Chapter 4. Third, Oppenheimer. Second, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And number 1 is Spider Man Across the Spider Verse. And lastly, Albert's top 10. Go ahead.
So my personal top 10 favorite films of 2023 is at number 10 is Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. Number 9 is Mission Impossible Death Reckoning Part 1. Number 8 is Past Lives. Number 7 is The Iron Claw. Number 6 is Barbie. Number 5 is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Number 4 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Number 3 is Air. Number 2 is The Holdovers. And number 1 is Oppenheimer.
Hmm.
Ooh, yeah, there you go. That's our top 10, in the chat as well. You guys share your top 10 of 2023. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Well, I guess, like you mentioned, let's talk about a bit of the favorite scenes or
Yeah,
performances, I
but
guess, of.
while transitioning to that, I
Oh, okay.
compile our rankings into one ranking based
Oh,
on the,
right, you
the
do that.
most one that makes the most sense.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
our rankings combined is at number 10 we have Suzume, number 9
Okay.
is The Holdovers, number 8 is Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, number 7 is Air, number 6 is John Wick Chapter 4, number 5 is Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, number 4 is Barbie. Number 3 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Number 2 is Oppenheimer. And number 1 is Spider Man Across the Spider Verse. And again, this was done with like priority of if it's all three, it's priority number 1. It was just two of
Mhm.
us for number 2. If it's only one of us, that's last priority. And everyone's top 6 is in this rankings. So yeah.
Yeah, I think
Hmm.
we can agree on like the top 6 parts.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Mostly.
Actually,
Yeah.
if
We
you can
have
send
we
me that list,
share.
Albert, you should, because there's films I'm missing out on the bottom there.
Oh yeah,
A
for
lot.
sure.
Yeah, air
Uh,
and stuff. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 films is common in all three of us, and then which was Spider-Man, Guardians, Oppenheimer, Mission Impossible, and Barbie. And then me
Mhm.
and you guys share John Wick, and I share with Kelvin Air and Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh, actually,
Yeah.
I kind of want to add just that I don't think any of us has watched this film, but Fred Love Movies has mentioned Godzilla minus one. I haven't watched it. I have a feeling
I
it will
haven't.
It's
go
not
on
out in
top 10.
Indonesia.
Yeah, it's not out in Indonesia. Yeah,
Why
I'm
isn't
looking.
it
Yeah.
out in Indonesia?
I don't
Oh,
know. I don't know
it's
what the
weird.
reason is, honestly.
Yeah.
It cannot be LGBT and stuff. I don't think Godzilla was part of that. I don't think he is. I don't recall him being gay, so
Godzilla is a queer icon. Confirm.
apparently,
What do you
yeah,
think
that's why it's
there?
not
What do you think? There's
released
a
here.
G in the LGBTQ?
Oh,
LG lesbian
lesbian
Godzilla
Godzilla.
trans. Oh my god.
Godzilla.
But yeah, Godzilla minus one is not in Indonesia, so we can't watch it yet. But
Yeah, we can't watch it
you
yet.
know,
I'll
yeah,
definitely check it out and maybe
whenever it's
see
out, right?
what see what
Yeah,
it would be.
it's still out in theaters for Albert, but it starts at 10, right?
It's no
PM.
longer. It's
Oh,
no
it's no
longer the. I
longer.
mean, it
Oh.
is, but it's very far away. Like not my local theater.
Mm.
Like my local theater, that's
Yeah.
20 minutes away from me. It starts at 10:30, and that's 2 hour film. That means I'm gonna end at 12, and I'm kind of like, it's such
Yeah.
a. It's
And
Yeah.
you still have to drive back home.
And you have to drive home. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
It's a
Yeah.
turn off.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Sadly,
yeah.
yeah, we have to
So
wait for that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I heard it's really good. It's in like a lot of people's top 5.
It
Yeah,
it
top
beats
3 even.
Oppenheimer in Rotten Tomatoes. That says a lot.
Yeah, so I'm really curious on that. But yeah, I guess let's transition to the favorite, no, favorite scenes, performances of this year. Yeah,
Performances.
I mean the one that we've already talked about just now. Was it the top-down view from John Wick in the Dragon's Breath scene?
Good
Probably
Right.
scene.
best scene, yeah.
That's one of the most memorable scene in the whole John Wick stuff. I think. Yeah,
Mhm.
just overall very clear, and it's all in one shot as well. Once they did that, god damn, really good
It
stuff.
is, yeah.
Yeah, and of course we cannot forget the explosion in Oppenheimer.
Yeah. With the quote, and then the
The
impact,
boom.
the
Yeah,
oomph.
boom. Yeah, I think I am very sure like for people that watch Oppenheimer, that would have been like the most memorable scene of like of the year. Don't
Yeah,
you guys
Mm.
think so?
yeah,
It's,
basically.
it's up there definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah,
I'm trying.
that's definitely there.
I'm trying to think like I'm trying to think of a scene where I think it's actually good, but it's not from a film that like was in any of our list and top tens or anything.
I was gonna do
Yeah.
that. I want to highlight some
I
scenes
want to
that were
highlight,
good.
yeah, certain things. So I guess for me, again, like I said, a simple-minded organism. I like action. I did watch a film, Extraction 2, obviously, which
Yeah.
is just kind of
Oh,
like a more mid-ish John Wick,
I
basically, with
forgot
Chris
about that
Hemsworth.
movie
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, yeah. No, it's not something worth remembering, but they did have like is it like 15-20 minutes of uncut action, I think. Like they
Damn.
basically infiltrated a prison, and then like they went out fighting all the way to the train tracks, and all the way till they extracted extraction. Like that, there's like 20 minutes of uncut action, and it's just wild. And I thought that was like, that is actually sick. That is like near John Wick level of awesome, in my opinion. So it was like, yeah,
Mm.
that's probably one of the coolest scenes I've seen of this year.
All right. Albert, you got one?
yeah. I'm trying to think. I have a lot of performances I want to highlight, but if we're talking scenes, Creed 3, the final fight between Creed and what's his name,
Hmm.
Jonathan Majors' character, I thought was very good. Um, I thought there was a lot of good kills from Scream 6. I'm trying to think of a specific scene that kind of stands out to me, and it's probably the ladder scene was pretty good. It was pretty like yeah,
Mm.
I like the ladder scene a lot. Um, Lots of great moments from Hunger Games, Mockingjay, not Mockingjay, Ballads of Songbird and Snakes. I think like the whole sequence in the arena when it started and like the whole snake sequence I thought was very good. Yeah, I'm trying to refresh my brain on a lot of the like specifically scenes from
All
films
right.
this year.
This one is not as good, but just the image of it is just in my head all this time. Is Russell Crowe on a Vespa. That's still in my head until now. I don't know why. It's not even that cool or anything. It's from the Pope's Exorcist, if you remember that.
You don't even have to see the scene; it's just see the poster.
Yeah, just see the poster. Yeah.
Is it actually the
Actually,
poster? No, no, no.
I don't know actually, but yeah. Oh, okay. Actually, the scene from that, just the whole idea of bullying a demon into possessing a pig. that's
Hmm.
that's cool. Now that's exorcism. Yeah. Um,
Um.
performances, the one that we didn't touch on at all. The Scorsese movie, Killers of the Flower Moon,
Oh
gotta
yeah.
be there
I haven't
performances wise. But
That's my number 17 by the way.
that's
I haven't
my
watched it yet.
12.
Oh,
Yeah,
12.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I
yes.
enjoyed it.
It's good.
Really good. I mean, Lily Gladstone. That's the first time I've seen her.
That's she's new. She's new to the scene.
Oh, yeah, but yeah, she's really good in there. Her acting, I think, I mean, performance is rivaling. I mean, like in the same par, I guess, with like the rest, like DiCaprio and Robert De Niro and such. So I think
I
she's really good in
thought
there.
I thought she's incredible. I think De Niro is good. I think
Hmm.
DiCaprio is fine. Like I've seen him does better things. Like nothing
Yeah.
like new from DiCaprio in this one.
Hmm. Understandable. Yeah. But yeah, that whole movie is pretty fun. A lot of fun actually. It's just the
Mhm.
runtime is really long. It
Mhm.
gets fun, I guess, when the police starts investigating. I would say that.
I'll say this. I don't know which one is longer. I think it might be Killers, but I feel like the pacing in Killers is better than Oppenheimer. Like I felt like it flew by
Yeah, I
faster.
can agree. I
Yeah.
can agree on that. Yeah.
Mhm. Um, yeah. Some of my favorite. I was gonna say favorite scenes, and I guess it's a comedic performance as well. Jennifer Lawrence, No Hard Feelings. When she
Got a full.
there is two scenes. First is when she gets literally get punch throat punch, not punch throat, a throat punch, which must be painful, and I don't know how you feel, how you react to that. But her performance in that scene is so good. And then when she went fully nude and decked someone on the beach, I was like, whoa, did not expect
Mm.
that. So yeah.
Full
Um,
nude fight scene with Jennifer Lawrence.
mhm. But in terms of performance outside of Paul Giamatti's holdovers, and okay, I'm not gonna mention the ones that I've already mentioned before, but like Kaylee Spaney in Priscilla, awesome stuff. I love her in that film. Jacob Elordi in that as well. Um, Saltburn performances. I forgot I haven't put
Oh
Saltburn
yeah,
in my rankings, but I don't know where it ranks. But
that's
Saltburn
my
performances
20th.
pretty good. What's
Dude,
his name?
with
Black Bear. Go ahead.
well, with Saltburn, man. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. That ending when Barry Keoghan was just dancing,
Relatable.
dude. I'm like, why?
Why? What do you mean? Why? It's such a
I
good
don't know.
scene.
I don't know if I want to see that on the big screen. Good thing I watch it on a phone, but imagine
You watch it
watching
on
it
a
on
phone?
theaters. Yeah, because I was watching it on my phone.
Okay.
But yeah, imagine if I was watching that on TV, I'm like, damn. I don't know. I don't know if I want to see that up close with good lighting and everything.
Fair. It's a funny scene
Yeah,
though.
it is. I go on, sorry.
Blackberry.
Oh yeah.
Glenn Howerton, who plays Jim Balsley, one of the founders of BlackBerry. Oh, he's having so much fun with that character. Like just an angry, hot-headed character, and it's so incredible. I love the performance. I guess I like characters who kind of explode, like literally on the screen, like keep on yelling of like going crazy, like that. And then the guy from Air, the agent, whenever he's yelling,
Oh
I
yeah.
I love seeing performances like that. The performance on Ballads of Songbird and Snake for both pretty good. Tom Blitt, Rachel Zegler, um, Hunter Schafer, Viola Davis, everyone pretty good in that one. May December, full of good performances. Natalie Portman, Julianne Moore, but Charles Melton, gotta shout him out, man. He's so good in this film. From Riverdale to this, incredible stuff by Charles Melton. I hope he gets nominated. I don't know if he will, but he is so good in that in terms of performance. The comedic
Bottoms.
performance, huh? Oh yeah, I was gonna
Bottoms.
say, yeah. In terms of comedic performance, because comedy is so underrated and overlooked in the film space. But Ruby Cruz, who plays Hazel, my favorite performance from that film. I thought she's fantastic. Um,
That
and
movie is
a lot of
so
Chris
funny.
Pine, in Dungeons and Dragons. I thought he's amazing. So yeah.
Yeah. One thing that I'll shout out, they clone Tyrone. Not many people watch that, but I think it's a lot of fun. That movie's a lot of fun. The title is They Clone Tyrone, and the main character name is not even Tyrone.
Who the hell is Tyrone?
Why
I
is that
mean,
so funny?
the whole premise, it's already insane enough. It's basically, I would just
It's a
read
comedy, right? It's a comedy, right?
it is a comedy. The three main cast was it Jamie Foxx, John Boyega, and Teyonah Parris, who plays what's her name in the Marvels?
Monica.
Oh,
Monica.
never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah, that's the one. Yeah, okay. The whole premise was it a series of eerie events thrust an unlikely trio. The trio being a drug dealer, a prostitute, and a pimp.
Huh.
Yeah, and they have to uncover the whole like government cloning mystery type of deal. So yeah, it's bound to be funny.
Mm. They
Yeah,
cloned Tyrone.
they clone Tyrone.
No one is
Here,
named Tyrone.
the main character is named Fontaine.
Hmm. That's not
Yeah.
high road at all.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that. That one's a good
Interesting.
person. It's a good
No, I haven't seen it
performance.
still.
Yeah, a good person is good. Um, Joyride. Have you seen? Yeah, in
No,
the
I haven't
comedy
seen.
series,
I haven't seen
Joyride.
Joyride. I
You
haven't seen
haven't seen that
Joyride.
either? Oh,
No,
that one's funny. I think I put
I heard
Bottoms
that. Yeah.
above it though. Yeah,
Okay.
I think Bottom is funnier. Yeah. What else is there? Um, oh, on the horror space, right? We haven't even talked about that. Talk to Me. Really good performances by I mean, the whole cast is just pretty good in that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
they actually have, you know, good scary scenes for once
Yeah.
in a horror. They actually build it up really well. Yeah. Talk to Me is good, and quite the sleeper pick here for the horror When Evil Lurks. Again, it's the Argentinian movie. I think
Okay.
it's really good. It's really grotesque. Yeah, if you can, yeah, it's gory, but it's fun.
All right.
A lot of
All right.
fun. The whole plot is fun, I would say. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah. Um, anything else you want to mention?
No, I think I've mentioned all the ones that I wanted to highlight in terms of performance and scenes that I could think of. So yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Blackberry. That one's fun. Yeah, pretty much. I think. Oh,
Mhm.
the surprising one. Saw X actually good.
Mm.
Finally, a
It
good
took
Saw
them
movie.
it took them 10 movies to finally make an actual movie. Because all the previous Saw is just a lot of, gore, torture porn type of deal. Saw X actually have a pretty good plot. So that surprises me. Yeah, you actually get to see a different side of John Kramer. Like, oh, he's compassionate this time around type of deal.
Hmm.
So yeah, actually a good movie. Yeah.
All right.
Uh, yeah, I
Okay.
think that's pretty much about it that I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Um,
You still want to do worst of the year?
I mean, let's just do it quickly, I guess.
Yeah. I don't have anything much to say.
Yeah. I have a few. Was it? I mean, I think it doesn't really change too much, but yeah, I'll just say the worst one for me, it'll be You People, the Netflix original with
Jonah Hill.
Eddie Murphy and Jonah Hill. Yeah, that one's bad. Paint, the one with Owen Wilson.
Oh.
That one's boring AF. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Mhm.
I mean, it's a movie, alright.
I have I forgot to watch that. I still haven't seen it.
Oh man, dude, I'm gonna watch the Mickey Mouse one whenever it's out. I'm all in on this. Was it horror? Disney character doing the horror stuff.
So
Yeah,
bad.
and was it? I have Insidious: The Red Door.
Mm.
Man, that movie's bad. It got
Hmm.
me. It annoyed me every time someone talked about it.
Mm.
And then The Exorcist Believer. Yeah,
Hmm.
that one's not good
Okay.
either. All right,
Lots of horror movies down there.
3 of them are horror movies. Yeah,
Yeah.
but at least you're not the worst.
Ariq, what's yours?
Okay, I'm gonna have to. We're gonna try to kind of like rank them technically like 5 to 1, even though we don't have to. But anyway,
Yeah.
again, haven't watched that much film, so number 5, Cocaine Bear. It's a fun film. It's a
Understand.
fun film, but it's objectively
Yeah.
bad. But
Yeah.
it is fun.
Compared to your other top 10, it is bad, I guess.
Yeah, it's a
When
bad.
compared
Yeah,
to the top 10.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a bad film, but it's objectively
Yeah.
fun. What else is
Yeah.
there? Quantum Mania. I just
That
really
one's
didn't
bad.
like it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't really
Deservedly.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Quantum Mania. Again, agreed with Kelvin. Insidious Red Door. Boring as hell.
Mhm.
Not even
Mhm.
scary. The Goose Film 65. That was
Oh,
bad.
oh my god.
That was terrible. And lastly, the worst film I've ever watched. Expendables.
Oh,
I forgot
really?
about
That's the
that.
worst of the year for you?
It's so bad, Albert. There's
Oh,
barely any
I didn't.
action. The
Oh,
story is
damn.
just Like the CGI is, oh my god, I can
I
do better
forgot about
CGI
that
with my
movie.
Premiere Pro.
Damn. Okay.
Damn. Okay. All
Fair
right. All
enough.
right. How about yours, bro? Did it change?
I don't know if it changed, but yeah, Quantumania and Cocaine Bear nearly made the cut. It's down there. Napoleon is down there. It's one of the worst ones. It's not the worst one, but Napoleon was pretty bad. That film was
Mm,
weird as hell.
I haven't watched
It
it
It's
was.
yet.
just Joaquin Phoenix being horny for 2 hours straight. I mean,
Hmm.
it's
Yeah, man.
Vanessa Kirby, so I don't blame him. But I don't think that's what
Yeah.
Napoleon is supposed to be. He's like, you wanna know what my review is for Napoleon? Because I'm very
What is
proud of
it?
it.
Can you
I
read it?
feel like I
Yeah.
know less about Napoleon after watching this compared to before watching it, because all I learned was that Napoleon is a weird little freak, a comedian, and he likes to fuck. That's all I learned from the movie. Anyway,
He's obsessed in getting a son.
anyway, my bottom five at number five. Here we go, Joaquin Phoenix again. Bo is Afraid,
Was
garbage.
Both
bad.
afraid. Yeah, I haven't
Number
watched it
four is
yet.
65, so not
Hmm.
good. Um,
That's not good.
Number three. This is where we get to like the really, really god
Bad
awful
ones.
territory that I couldn't
Okay.
Okay.
even think about watching ever again. Ghosted. Chris Evans, Ana de
Oh,
Armas, Apple TV movie. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Beautiful Disaster from Wattpad Studios. Beautiful Disaster,
Woo!
oh,
starring
oh.
Dylan Sprouse and Virginia Gardner. Oh, so bad. And the last one, they didn't even finish the film. I walked out because I couldn't stand it. Fool's Paradise. It's so bad.
All
It's
right,
not even.
yeah.
It's a comedy. It's not even funny. It's actually very boring, and it's just bad. It's just so
Just
bad. It's
bad.
painful. Painful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If yeah, all right. If you're talking top 10, where's Bo is Afraid and 65 is also there for me.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right. I guess that's about it, right?
Hmm.
Oh, actually, do you have the
Yes, I was gonna
results?
transition to that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I forgot. Almost forgot about that.
So the final segment of the show, we will recap our 2023 council movie draft again. Every year we does this. Every year we rank it, and this is the first year where we do the box office bonus. Because last year we talked about it, we didn't implement it in the rating. This year we do the box office bonus, and so uh, this is what I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna screen share the calculation, and I don't have the final numbers showcase, so you cannot even see the result. And Teguh is here as well, but we cannot see Teguh's. Teguh's not here, but we see Teguh's film. Anyway, this is an order of the draft. I put everyone's ranking there. I don't know how well you can see it right now. Maybe if you full screen it, you can. But basically, how it works is that I take the ratings from Rotten Tomatoes critic score, Rotten Tomatoes audience score, and this is not the percentage. It's actually if you go to the website and you click on the percentages, you can actually see the rating score. Rotten Tomatoes does it out of 10 for critics and out of 5 for audience, and IMDb out of 10, and Letterboxd out of 5, obviously. So I took all of that, aggregated into the average score adjusted. And if you see on your personal ones, the green is the highest for your respective films, and the red is the worst for your respective out of your draft, basically. And basically, average adjusted. And then this is the bonus, where negative bonus means when a film is not released, you get a negative bonus. So you see Dune is not released, so Teguh get a minus 10% here. There is no Ariq one. The Peasants is a weird one where it's technically released, but it's not anywhere else. But I'm just gonna count it anyway for Ariq, so it doesn't qualify him because it's technically already out. My draft, the Challengers is not out, so that's why it's minus 10. Kelvin have no one release, basically that. And
Big win from
the second
last
bonus
time.
is the percentage, basically, where the box office wise, the highest grossing film of the year is Barbie, and we're doing international, worldwide, not just American. So Barbie is number one. Number two is what the hell is number two? Is it Spider Verse?
Mario, right? Is it Super
Oh, it's
Mario?
Mario. Yeah, it's Mario.
Yeah.
It's Mario. It's number two. Both of us is insane. And then number three is Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
So that's for that goes to Ariq. Number four is Calvin's. I believe it's Guardians, and number five is Fast X. So we only do the top. We only do the top five here. Um, So yeah, I don't know the overall adjusted score. So we will find out right now. So I'm gonna
You're doing
change the
mathematics,
color. Are you guys
Excel
ready for this?
mathematics. Yeah.
So reset the color. Here we go. So at number 5, we can Teguh comes at number 5 with 6.45. It's number 4, sorry, at the lowest place. Um,
Mm.
and then so that makes so Kelvin have 7.08. That makes him second place. No, second to last place. So you're third place, Kelv. 7.08 overall score. Ariq comes in third, 7.83, and I comes in first in a little bit of a landslide,
Yay.
8.5. I think the box office bonus makes a big part of it, because otherwise the average adjusted without all the bonus, me and Ariq's pretty close there, 7.53 to 7.70. But I think the box office bonus makes me bump up pretty big to 8.5. It's from 7.7. So yeah, Kelvin, you're muted.
I mean, you got the number 1 and number 2, right? The
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
box office stuff. Yeah, 50 and
Mhm.
40% bump. Yeah,
Yeah.
understandable. Yeah, all right.
So
All right.
Damn.
You
yeah,
know, after picking my movies, I know I'm not gonna be that high. I'm gonna be around the middling parts, but I'm happy that all my movies came out after the disaster that was 2022.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I can't
Yeah, pretty
believe
good.
I was
I like
brought
how I
down
got
by
2 red
Disney.
ones.
Huh?
They're the
I got
same. They're
2
the
red
same.
ones. 6.25 for Shazam
Yeah.
and Fast X.
Yeah,
Fast
you
X.
it ties your bottom ties basically.
Yeah. At least I
My
got the
my
bonus from
worst
Fast
one is a
X.
story of Asteroid City, which is insane because that's like a pretty good film still, kind
It's
of.
pretty good film. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. So Ariq, good fight, man. We're pretty close. You
Brought
were
down by
you
Wish.
since the very beginning, I had a feeling Ariq is gonna be my biggest competitor.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty
I
much.
feel like once the draft
I
is over, we kind of know most people. we kind of guess that's gonna be Ariq or Albert.
was very close.
Yeah, pretty
Okay,
much.
not gonna lie. Damn, the first 4 films I chose, they're all 8 in average. Damn. I mean, if you
Yeah.
average adjusted.
I'll
Damn,
say
damn.
this: the craziest rating when I was I don't pay attention to every single one because there are a lot of numbers, but
Yeah.
bro, whatever fanboys were doing, putting Barbie at a 6.9 is kind of crazy. They kind of like I feel like
Oh,
there's a lot of haters that bombs it that makes it lower for
it's a
Understandable. Yeah.
IMDb specifically. So yeah,
yeah, no,
it's
I
like
saw the
everyone else
IMDb
is high.
reviews. It's just a bunch of like manly men saying things like, "Oh, this movie is so woke, so woke." Like,
Yeah, I know, literally.
okay, relax,
Yeah,
relax. You're
the
fragile.
goose,
We get it.
the goose highest is Dungeons and Dragons, and his worst
That
is
is sad.
65.
I'm sorry, but
I think you have the lowest low and lowest high.
What is
So, yeah.
lowest?
65.
65. Who?
dude, I'm sorry. Like the moment Quantumania came out and Dune Part 2 was cancelled, I was like, okay, the goose done.
Teguh is
The
out.
goose
Teguh is
one.
out.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
goose out. Quantumania was bad, and like Dune Part 2, the best shot, delayed. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Delayed. Yeah. And yeah. Yeah. Uh. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Nah.
Pretty fun. Draft, I guess. My biggest
Mhm.
regret in this draft is still not believing enough in TMNT.
Oh,
Well,
your biggest regret is that you dropped Evil Dead Rise and you picked up Flash.
oh, it would
That is
have
true.
that Reds would have been better.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair,
You
usually
didn't
horror
expect
doesn't.
horrors. Horrors that do
Yeah,
well.
horror is a bit finicky, on if it's good or not. Yeah,
That's fair.
I was trying to play it safe, but oh well.
I put too
Yeah,
much trust in YTT, Taika again.
Well, you didn't end up having him on the
No, I
draft.
didn't. It's next goal wins, Albert.
Oh, that's right. Next
yeah,
wins. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It is.
Yeah, you dropped Creed.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
then
yeah.
I dropped Creed for next goal
Damn it.
wins. Damn! I could have actually gotten even closer.
Yeah, Nectal Wins is one of the lower ones. Napoleon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Is this Albert's second of? Is this Albert's first win?
This my first win because Ariq,
Yeah.
who won last year?
I,
Ariq, right?
Avic
I won
won. I
last
won the
year,
first
and
one.
Albert,
Avic
Albert
won
was.
2022, and Albert
Wait,
won
can I
this
just
one.
see? Dude, the 2022 films are so. bad comparatively.
Well,
Well,
okay. Oh, we don't have the box office bonuses to affect it. I think the box
yeah.
office bonus really swayed. So if we just look at the average adjusted, if you want to see the score comparison wise, um,
So without the
Hmm.
bonus, Albert still wins for 2023.
I
yeah,
think so. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay,
seven
okay.
point seventy,
Yeah,
seven
it's just
point five three.
closer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just closer. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So
And
hmm,
so the only one that hasn't won is Teguh. So hey,
nope.
Oh, I'm gonna throw next this year, so Teguh will win. Is that allowed? No.
Yeah. He was almost bottom. He was almost last place 3 years in a row, except for Kelvin taking last place last year.
dude, that
That's just
was
unfair.
last year was
5
just
films.
So good.
unfortunate. 5 out of how many
5.
movies did he
Minus
pick? 8.
50, minus 50%.
That was just unfortunate.
Yeah.
Kelvin came swinging strong with the Batman and then just dipped.
And then I flopped.
Uh,
I think in the future in the history of the Councilman draft, nothing's gonna be as bad as that.
no, literally, and because like
Yeah.
Amsterdam was bad and
What
Window was
are the
mid.
chances? 5 movies cancelled, picked by the same person.
Yeah, next year. Let's see what
next,
happens next year. Yeah,
next week we are picking the
next
draft,
week.
right?
Yeah, yeah. Next week we're
Yeah,
doing.
the
Uh,
2024 Councilman draft. Should be fun. Should be fun. Will there be trades? Who knows? Yeah. All right. All right. I should get my research done.
Same. I haven't. I have a list. I haven't sorted them out. I haven't ordered of it. I
I
just have
don't
a
even
list
have a
of.
list.
I just went
don't
to.
even
I just
know
went.
where to look
I just went
for
to
a list.
Letterbox, sort, put the filter for 2024, and sort by popularity, and then I basically
Hmm.
see which one I'm interested in, and I put them. I click the watch list feature, so it puts
Yeah.
into a list together. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Congratulations to Albert for being the first
Thank you.
place. The
Thank you.
for the first time in.
Finally! Yeah!
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
Albert's always like
Alright,
second or something, right?
yeah, pretty much.
yeah.
I was close.
Yeah, always close, but never the winner.
Finally.
I was proud of this year's draft. I was very confident. So,
Yes, your message, it's your speech. Ah, I'm so
mhm.
glad I won.
All right. Yeah. I guess that will be it for the first episode of 2024. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
All right. Let's plug it up. I guess.
Let's do it.
Um. Ariq, why don't you start?
You can find me on Instagram at Ariq Andria. You can find me on Letterboxd at Rikinu. I have not watched a single film this year till now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can find the Missing Man Teguh on Instagram at TeguhM23 and on Twitter at TeggyDoo. And you can find me, Kelvin, on Instagram at KYAce27 and Disco Monkey on Letterboxd and YouTube. Albert.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Letterboxd at Wiradharma, Jawiradharma. Follow me everywhere to see all my updates on social media. And you can follow Councilman at Councilman Show on all our socials as well. That's Twitter/X, Instagram, Letterboxd. Follow us there. You can send us an email at councilmanshow@gmail.com if you have any suggestions or reviews or whatever. Anything you want to send us, feel free to do it there. And you can subscribe to us on the YouTube feed. We go live every Saturday morning, American time, Saturday morning. On if you're in Asia, it's nighttime. But subscribe to us there. Click the bell notification so you don't miss out when we go live. And you can check us on the audio as well on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Castbox, Pandora, Podbean, wherever. It's the Councilman. So make sure to do that and leave us a review to get shouted out on our next feature. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I guess with that, the councilman has spoken. And we'll see you in the next episode. Yeah. Draft up. Boyo.